ain't much information on it, to be honest. They only had a 30-minute presentation, and half of it was trailers of old games.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's all good. I mean,
So what I want to know about is this
mhm,
founders edition or whatever they're talking about. Is this a
mhm.
situation where you like pay a yearly fee and then you still have to buy the games on top of it?
No, you get 3 months. You get 3 months of the basic one, right? You get 3 months, and then on top of that, they give you like a Google streamer for the back of your TV, and then the controller, and then you can give somebody else 3 months too. You
Who's
can
getting
buy.
it?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Who's getting it?
I'm not. What the? I'm not. Why would I downgrade my gaming experience? I can't do it. I don't
I
understand
didn't
who would
say
want
I
to.
did. Wait a minute.
And
Hold
not
up,
only that,
King.
as
Hold
as Sick pointed out numerous times, you are at the mercy of your internet provider because I know the internet providers are licking their chops right now as we speak. They can't wait for people to get Stadia.
No, yeah, it's not happening though. Go ahead. What you
King,
say?
Yeah, I would not grab it.
King, I did not ask you if you were getting it. There's
Uh-huh.
other people here. I was asking who's getting it.
Oh, shit.
See?
Okay. Okay. Hey. I just answered the question like I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I
I
don't see. Like I said in the tweet a few minutes ago. How many cell phone people are you seeing talking about this shit?
well, it's only on Pixel 3 and Pixel 3A. There's
Exactly.
no other cell phones is
Ex-
on.
exactly. So it's a failure out the gate because nobody's buying a fucking Pixel 3 for this, and especially no cell phone people. Cell phone people are not buying no Pixel 3 for this shit. Like they just not. And then console gamers is not gonna buy a Pixel 3 for this shit. I'm gonna buy a new phone for this. Well,
Yeah.
or am I gonna not use my consoles and I'm gonna use a tablet now to play the same games I can use on my console?
One
Like,
thing I did notice about that
Nah,
chart they
Will.
showed
Go ahead.
was they showed the requirements. I think in terms of download speed, but it didn't mention anything about upload speed, and that's where all the latency is going to come from.
It said 30 and 30.
Okay, I have to go back and look at that chart then.
what I
Well, that's what I heard. 30 and 30.
look,
30,
well,
damn,
But
30.
I'll
Is
tell you
that
this
for
though.
is that for
Go ahead.
is that for the 4K or 1080?
No, 4K only requires like 28 or 30. If
mm,
you look at it, 4K doesn't require all that much if people think it needs. Like I got 250 and 125 or something like that.
God damn.
yeah. Wait,
But
wait,
I pay
wait.
$160 a month for that shit though. You know what I mean? I
No,
pay.
no. Wait. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Internet speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mute your shit then.
Internet speed.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you data capped?
No,
Okay.
because
How
I pay
many
the extra $50. I pay the extra $50 a month for the unlimited.
how
Okay.
many people in the crib using the internet?
There's well, God, my son is PC and PlayStation. My daughter is Xbox and PC. My wife is PC and her phone and TV, and I'm Xbox and TV. So I mean, everything runs. When we're in the house, everything runs off. Our phones even run off of it.
Oh,
Okay,
So
okay.
so four
back
people
when
in the
I only
crib
had
using it
like
then.
yeah, but I only had like 50, right? And when I had 50, like, dude, it would drag so bad. So I went up, I was explained that, like you're saying, so many people are using it at one time, blah, blah, blah. So I just said, fuck it, just give me the business internet. That way, multiple shit can be hooked up to it and it won't have any problems. And then on top of that, I have to pay the $50 a month for the unlimited.
Okay, well, I guess
So
I
it's
can't say anything
160.
about that because I live by myself. I got 60 megs. Um,
Well, see, yeah, and my uncle, he's got 50 and he's fine because it's just him. And the only thing he has it for really is for his Xbox and his PC, but he's either
right.
on one or the other.
Fact of the matter is, I was okay with the 25 that I had. That was working just fine, but it was 25 for 25 a month, and that promo ran out. So the regular price had already jumped up to like $55. So there was another promo for like 60 megs for 60 a month. So I might as well have taken it for an extra $5 a month.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Now let me ask you guys a question. Have you got well, I know King ain't read this, but have you guys seen that article from PC Gamer about let me look it up here because I tweeted about it. about it's going to be like 65 hours equal 1 terabyte of data or something on
Yeah.
Stadia.
That's No, I did read about that. Yeah, it's gonna cost you in 65 hours. It'll use 1 terabyte of data. Is what I heard, and at 4K if you're using the 4K one, right? And
I want to
Yeah,
touch on that. I want to touch up on that.
yeah, because that's gonna be
So
that's gonna be
so th-
craziness.
there's invisible data caps. So people that say that, oh, there's no data cap, you will get throttled at a certain level.
Oh yeah, huh?
But
Because you work for the cable companies. That is
yeah,
right.
yep,
hmm
you will get
Yeah.
throttled at a certain level. So if you're using a terabyte, what they say again?
it says
It's 65 hours.
Stadia 4K streaming will use up to 1 terabyte of data in 65 hours.
Yeebers.
Yeah, so I don't have a cap, but I know after the first terabyte, you get like flagged, like
Mm,
you're
mm,
a problem at that point, even though there's no cap. And I
mm.
stream every day, and I'm either uploading or downloading, and still. So I mean, it's an interesting. I can see where Sony and Microsoft wanted to hurry up and put that out there because it's an interesting. You know, you're not paying for the service. You buying a game, but you don't have the
Mhm,
console. So I get it. It's something new, but I
mm.
don't think it's gonna work. This ain't it. This
No,
ain't it.
Look, let me
it
tell
ain't
you something. All these companies coming together and doing this, they're not doing it just one day woke up and said let's do it. They've been working at this for a long time. I mean, when the Xbox One came out, this is exactly what they were trying to do, and everybody was against it. Now all the companies are doing it. Trust me, it's been in the works.
Well, no, well, all these companies are doing it because of that. Everybody want to go to the bigger market. Like Sony did it first. Microsoft was just trying to do DRM and stop people from owning shit and spy in your house and watch you jack off. What Sony is doing, Sony was already trying to do the streaming shit. It didn't work on TVs. They took it off. It didn't work on the Vita. Gamers just didn't want to do it on the Vita, even though they had a whole library of PS3 games. But most likely it was due to the price, right? A lot of it was due to the price. But then like as we go in the biggest market, when they say 1 billion gamers, they are for sure. I mean, 2 billion gamers, they're for sure, and counting cell phone gamers.
Yeah.
And I don't see cell phone gamers wanting to even breathe on this shit. I mean, I haven't heard a single word. I've been walking up to strangers all day, like, hey, you seen that Stadia shit? And like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm like, you like, nigga, what cell phone you got, nigga? The fuck, nigga, I got that newest one. You know, they start talking shit when you talk about the newest. Nigga, I got that Apple. I'm like, nigga, Samsung. You know, we go back and forth. But then I'm like, nigga, what you know about that Stadia though, nigga? Is you gonna get that Google Pixel shit? And like, nigga, number one, Google Pixel, nigga. Like, why are we even talking? Number two, what the fuck is a Stadia? Like, nigga, them niggas don't even know what this shit is. The only people who are talking about this shit is us because they want us to be the spokespeople for them to help them
Exactly.
niggas get in. That's the thing. That's why they showing it on YouTube. That's why they wanted to have want to connect with us. They're not fucking putting this on TV commercials. At least I ain't seen no TV commercials for the shit. I don't. If they're only and if it's only, I think it's telling that it's only on the Pixel. That means Apple like, nope, we're gonna have our own shit. Samsung like, nope, we don't have our own shit or something. I don't know. Hey, all I'm saying
What's
is
the
that this is
drive?
why
It's
Sony. This is why
the
Sony and
drive
Microsoft is
market.
making their own phone. Nigga, I
What's the
rest. I
drive
rest.
the market? I went and got a Pixel phone today because I bought the device.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we knew you was gonna get it, nigga. You called
Yeah,
me when you was
so
on your way.
yeah,
You asked me for
I,
you asked me for $5.
I
Yeah,
think the
and there's no
Stadia.
reason not to try it. I mean, I'm in an area. I'm cat free. I did talk to my company today. They know about it. They so they had the heads up last week, and that fork is 60 frames a second. So, and that's what people got to really understand is that what you're going to be doing at 30 on that console,
Mm-hmm.
they will be able to do at 60.
At
And
60. For how much?
well, I mean, it's was it 129? The one I
Oh,
got, the
oh,
Founders Edition,
oh shit.
that came with
129 for 60 frame per second game. How many games are we talking?
they had quite a few
Quite
I
a,
was interested in.
hey,
Run
my
at
bag,
60.
My bag of M&Ms has quite a few bags of, I mean,
Uh-huh.
quite a few M&Ms in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
they had it's a solid launch thing.
solid.
The fact that they got those games, the
Mhm.
fact that these
What
companies are
games?
with them, Well, they got the new
Baldur's
Ubisoft
Gate
game. They got
3.
Ghost Recon. They got the Division. My point is that the console guys are going to be playing at 30.
That's right.
Not unless Microsoft announces Lockhart this tomorrow or Sunday that it can run 1080p 60 and it's coming out this fall. But unless somebody does something and these games hit 60, and if they make them crossplay, they're going to destroy people with this platform. When
it play Death Stranding at 60?
It will not play Death Stranding. No.
What about Halo?
I will not play Halo.
Oh, what is it playing?
Well, I'm getting it for Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Third-party game.
Assassin's Creed. Wait. Won't the new Assassin's Creed already be out by the time that Stadia comes out?
Possibly, but it will be running 30 frames per second.
Hey, how long y'all been on?
I mean, see, that's what y'all got to understand is that these guys that are going to be hitting 60 frames or around 60, if they crop like the Destiny thing, the one I'm getting, it comes with Destiny 2. All
that's
DLC.
strange.
And if they do that crossplay and I'm playing against somebody on the PlayStation or Xbox, they're getting smashed.
Wait, what I don't understand, what's up? Hold on. Let me ask one more question, and I'll let y'all have the floor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, nigga, you can't hear me though, nigga. Look at you, beat up ass phone ass. Look, my question to you is how new are these games? Because all the games that I've seen them announce will be almost a year, if not a year old, by the time Stadia launched.
Okay, the newest game that I saw was the new Ghost. Was it the Ghost Recon game? That's going to be day and date with everybody, is my understanding. But again, I said it's a solid. They're launching more games than both Sony and hold on, let me finish. We're talking about the Stadia, the killer.
Hey, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question real quick before I start driving. Okay, shit. So you paid how much for the system?
Hey, $129.
And then do you have to pay? Hold on. And then what do you have to pay to play it when it comes out?
My understanding, and I could have wrote it down wrong, is $10.
$10 a month. I mean, there's no like for 60 frames you gotta pay 60, and for 30 you're paying 10.
As far as the frames per second, everything is 60 frames per second, Diver.
Okay, so how can I order it?
You go to google.com, you go to their store, and you hit click. I don't know what else to say. It's the same way. It's the same way. Yeah, that's what I did. I mean, look, it's 1080. Look, you could be at 20 megabytes per second and have 60 frames a second with HDR at 1080p. I mean, again, and they're pushing.
Am I right? All you need is about 30 for 4K.
35, yeah, that's what they said. Now they do. The setback is the 5.1 surround sound. That's trash. That is trash. I mean, you're gonna be hard pressed to find.
How about Adobe Outmost? Because that's what I got.
Let me know when this boiler, so I can put that stuff up in there.
Yeah.
You know what? For that price, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. I'm gonna order that shit just to see.
Yeah. Worst case scenario is trash, and you take it back.
What is this? This is Stadia.
They coming. Then they hit it up in Twitter and shit. They coming and shit. They're late.
Wait, is it a virtual console?
Wait, hold on, Josh. Hold on. I'll let you ask that question, but let's get our intros in real quick, my nigga.
Damn, the intro still?
You said what?
Yeah. Still,
hold on. Don't hit me up, man. Cause I'm doing my fault.
All right. Mute your shit, then, nigga. Lemon trunks. Go ahead, Josh. Cause since you want, go get your intro in there, my nigga.
All right, this is JD Gray. It's the one and only Sony Pony, and I told y'all niggas this ain't gonna work.
Nigga, I hate you, bro. I really just let you know. I really do hate you.
Yo, first get rid of those skin tags, okay?
Them skin tags cut off, nigga. The fuck? Go ahead, Diver. Get your intro in there. Okay. You heard that nigga feelings with the skin tag comment. Go ahead. Go ahead, Snow Bunny. Get your intro in there.
Hi guys, Snow Bunny 426 here. Just chilling out tonight. How's everybody doing?
What's up, Snow Bunny?
Sneezy bees, sneeze. Who else we got up in here? They get
Wait, hold the fuck. What you mean? What you mean about skip time? What the fuck does that mean?
man, nigga, we are doing intros, nigga.
Nah, fuck that, nigga. He called. What does that mean?
You know what a skin tag is?
First of all, I ain't got none of them motherfucking raisin brands coming out of my skin, nigga. Fuck you. That's one thing for sure. Eat a dick.
Hey, you over there. You over there. You hurt the homie feelings, cuz. Apologize to this nigga, cuz.
There y'all go. Tell the people to eat y'all dick.
Nah, I'm just saying, nigga. It's hard because I'm trying to work. The motherfuckers talking and I can't interrupt, so I can't do shit. Fuck y'all.
Man, you interrupt anytime you want, my nigga.
Go ahead, Lincoln Clay.
Hey, Big Money, did you hear? Did you see that tweet? Did you see that tweet from Microsoft?
Nigga, if you don't let us get our intros,
No, I ain't see it.
Blacks and Mexicans getting together and fucking up shit or what? Can we get our intros in?
All right, let me go ahead and take off. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Lincoln Clay, and I think I'm going to take on 19 names just like Royal, the godfather of gaming, the ageless wonder, Lincoln Daddy, L Daddy, all that good stuff. Now with the round table for Thursday night. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Go ahead, Craig Money. Craig Money. Go ahead, Craig. Get your intro in there, man.
Yeah, what's going on? I'll be on for about 20 minutes. And I'm gonna do a wrap up podcast and how this is a fight between Google and Microsoft. That's who this fight is with. It got nothing to do with nobody else. Console war is over. Sony won that. But yeah, I'm just here for a short time. I'll jump off. I know other people are gonna be jumping on.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, appreciate the time.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Go ahead, Big Money, nigga, with your loud background. Okay, get your intro in.
Hey, what's up, this Big Money? Y'all, come on.
Damn, I love it.
These straight to
Now, what did Microsoft say though? What did Microsoft say? What did you come out? Was I the last one? I'm sorry.
No, you good. You was. I think you was. Right. Was you?
Nah, you always forget me, motherfucker.
No, I didn't forget you, you Mexican. I asked you first, fuck nigga. You the one that didn't ask.
Oh, did you? Okay, well let me get my intro in then. Fuck y'all.
All right, there. That was it, right? The fuck y'all part. All right.
Okay, what did Microsoft say right quick before you get into the topic? I just want to know what they said.
No, he said that Sony gonna be at his motherfucking shit, and y'all niggas owe me money. Basically, is what he said.
Wait, Sony's gonna be at where? Wait, what's that?
Look, just go look at the tweet and read it.
Yeah, nigga.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, who said what though? I don't even know who
tweeted
said what.
it though. Did Xbox tweet it or the Phil tweeted?
Phil Spencer himself.
No, it was. I don't think it was Phil. I think it said something about Xbox.
Yeah, well, that's not a surprise. You still
it's
go there to
not
network.
for me. Not for me. It's
So you telling me that? So you telling me Death Stranding is going to be on Xbox One X?
Oh,
no, God, man, damn, you're going left.
See, nigga, this is why they give you the helmet on the short bus.
Yeah, I mean, they're just simply there networking. My goodness gracious, E3, you still go there. That's where everybody still converges.
I'm just asking questions. There's no feelings to it. I just want to know what they said.
No, well, we don't know. We'll find out in 72 hours.
I just thought that, The Last of Us is going to be on Xbox. That's all I'm saying. I thought everybody.
Craig, can you find that tweet and read it? Where he's talking about.
Josh, you know what my daddy told me a long time ago, Josh.
I'll look for it.
He said, "Stop thoughting and start thinking, you dumbass nigga." That's what he told me.
Damn.
Well, everybody on their period.
My mom used to always tell me. My mom used to always tell me, God gave you 2 ears and one. Or what did she say? 2 ears and 1 mouth. So shut the fuck up and listen.
Hey, can y'all fucking niggas please get on a goddamn topic?
Hold on, man. This Thursday, so this halfway Friday, we can do what the fuck we want, can't we?
Hey, hell no, we can't, nigga. Hell no.
Yeah, it's our Friday. Fuck you, mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it's our Friday, nigga. You gotta cut loose of this one.
Can the host get his intro in, or? All right,
I found the tweet. I found the tweet.
God, look at this shit. See what you started? See this shit? I can't even fucking say my name, nigga, just because of the stadia. This stadia is taking us apart, nigga.
And I thought you were supposed to be solving something.
We have
Diver, I got the tweet right here. So
Okay, let everybody finish before you read it.
No, it's too late. It's too late. My feelings are damaged. Nigga.
I was trying, King. I was trying.
Thank you. I feel latency in my belly over this shit. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stardust, nigga. You was first, nigga. JK was second, competitive third, I believe. Yeah, nigga. Shout out to y'all niggas for showing up early and shit, man. Love y'all niggas. Hey, uncompetitive cut. Get that haircut cracking, my nigga. Your curly locks been going on for too long, nigga. All right. And now show me what y'all was talking about, please.
Well, it just says excited about the opportunities ahead at Sony for us to pursue our mutual gaming ambitions and delight players around the world. That's from Phil Spencer. That was tweeted out today.
No,
that
not
shit
that
is some
one.
ambiguous shit.
Well, I mean, again, that's the one from Phil
Not
Spencer.
that one. I'm talking about the one where they say they got mega shit coming out and they're bringing something to their E3 that they never brought before. That shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one I don't see.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was talking about the whole Sony thing. I was wondering what they said with the Sony thing. Is that it? Is that it?
No, that's the Sony thing, and if you mix it up with what he said earlier, when he said we gonna bring something we never did to the stage before, that's Sony coming to their stage. It ain't never been done before, nigga. Like I said.
Well, not at E3. But they've been on stage before.
Watch.
E3.
No, it said the one I'm talking about says for E3.
E3, watch. E3.
So okay. So what are they going to bring? What do you propose? What do you think they're going to bring?
Craig, are you joining the bet? Because I'm on a winning streak.
Okay, I'm
get the fuck out. Don't start that shit. You ain't on my you got one thing right.
No,
you got one thing right, Brad.
I got Anthem right. Right?
That was it.
I got PlayStation.
Oh, no, you got the PS5 thing right. That's two. That's two. You got two things right. That's it.
No, it's more than that, nigga. It was something else. I just gotta think about it. It'll come to mind.
Do take your time to think about it. Huh?
It definitely will come to mind, nigga. But I'm right
Brad,
about.
Let me know when my shit loud so I can put it on mute, bro. Because I don't want to mess up the project.
All right. It's like I said, the niggas is gonna be at E3. I made bets on this very show. Niggas was like, no. Y'all sounded like this, like the scram punks, nigga, when I told them about the cell phone shit. And now that shit is about to come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so what are they bringing to E3?
Well, that's
what are they going to do? What are they going to do? No. We like speculation.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So like Matt's gaming. Okay.
No. Me?
And they're coming out with three new IPs.
No, it's gonna be
that will be on PC.
It will be crossplay.
Let the man talk. Okay, crossplay. Okay,
it will be crossplay with Call of Duty, and they're gonna be like, we're gonna bring that shit to the stage. We're gonna have Sony here. We're gonna do crossplay on the PlayStation and the Xbox.
That could be it.
I think it's gonna be. PlayStation's gonna give us some of their studios so they can make us games.
No. Why? No, that makes sense. You gotta make sense with it.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be something crazy like that.
I'm telling you,
it may not be anything.
Look, let me tell you something. Look, Sony could have went with Google. They could have went with all these other places. Nigga, there's something that they put down on paper. Microsoft is like, look, nigga, we ain't got no games. Help us. Okay, nigga, give us some of your clout. That's what it's gonna be.
Look, Diver, Sony makes movies. They very well could announce a movie package deal with Sony through Azure. It could be something that simple. But we'll find out in 72
let me know, Dixon, if you need that, nigga. But
you talking about what is that movie thing that they have? PlayStation View on Xbox? That's what you're talking about?
Well, View is TV. It may have some
I understand that, but Microsoft is an entertainment company as well. So, and they've been advertising shows, TV shows, and all sorts of shit. So it could be View.
Well, it could be, but I don't know. Well, I mean, again, they're gonna find out in 3 days. I mean, they're gonna announce something in 3 days.
Yeah, but I get it. We all gonna find out in 3 days, but that's not the point. Like, I would like to speculate to see what it most likely would be.
All I want to know is niggas taking bets. Nigga, do I got new bet money coming? Do I, niggas? Huh?
No, I mean, you can't just get two things right and
Well,
Hey,
eliminate
I got more.
things.
I call Microsoft going full third party. I call it that shit too.
They're not full third party
They
though.
are. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
They're not. Explain. No, they're not. Where's Gears? Where's Gears? Is that on PlayStation?
It's on
no, it's on Steam.
Where's Halo?
Where's Steam?
Okay? Is that on? It's on Steam, right? Is it on PlayStation?
That makes it third party.
It doesn't have to be.
Steam is a third party, bro.
No, you said full third party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what they're doing. Full third party.
No, needs to be on PlayStation too.
Every game from now on will come to Steam. That makes them a full third party developer.
Yeah, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not like the sun won't be out.
It's not. It just makes me right again. So then niggas don't want me to continue my rights.
All right, Thrash. It's PlayStation.
My Nostradamus
PlayStation.
Thrash, you're not understanding, you dumb motherfucker, like we told you last time. Full third party, when we say full, that means every fucking system.
It doesn't matter what you say.
I'm not.
Ain't nobody asking you PC ass nigga. I'm just saying.
We're not doing this again, all right? If you want to believe that it's not, if you want to believe that it's not
PlayStation third party. It's PlayStation third party.
No,
not yet. Their first
why not?
games,
Why not?
Their first
what do you mean? Why
games
not?
are not on the third
Why
party
would they
platform.
be? Explain why they're third party to me.
Yeah.
Explain why.
Yeah, real quick, because y'all did this for 2 hours last week, and it was
please
it
make
was
it
corny.
Please, God, make it.
No, we ain't going to extend it. But all I'm saying is that they have their games. And look it up, please. Look it up. You say you like the song thing.
I know where you're going. So
who owns Heavy Rain? Who owns Behind? No. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Search for it. That's what I'm looking for. Search for it.
We did this.
No, you do have to. You do have to. If you want to solve things, go ahead.
All right, well, here, I'll show it to you then.
All right, go on.
Man, look that. No, we are not doing this again. Fuck no.
Yeah.
No, it's just 3 minutes of your time. Just 3 minutes of your time.
That sounds like a conversation I had with my wife when I first met her, nigga. Show it to me, okay? I'll do later.
Sony published it, but they don't own it, my nigga. If they own it, it wouldn't be going to fucking Epic Games.
I have a question for you.
Yep.
How the hell can y'all always rehash the same conversation that you have hours? Wait a minute, that you have hours conversation on, and then rehash it again. Repeat the same shit.
All things considered, I was watching my ass with Xbox.
He wants the seats.
That's why. That's why.
Like Keith Thrash, share that. And that's
you wasting time.
No, this is.
I'll show it.
Yeah, show that. This is off of a Wikipedia. So this is it. All right. So go ahead and show this, please. He wants to know who owns this. No arguing. Quantic Dream.
Because you can't win an argument with your wives. So y'all each other.
Okay. Here it is.
Because I wasn't there the whole time. I told you.
Let's get rid of this and move on.
Go up. What's it say? French video game developer based in Paris, founded in May 1997. Quantic Dream has developed 5 video games: Nomad Soul, Fahrenheit, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, in Detroit. There's your.
I hope that's not Wiki.
That's your owner.
What about the PC?
No, we are talking about Stadia. I'm not that. If you don't,
this is a dead conversation.
No, hell no. We went on 3
You
hours.
on some damn wiki? You on some damn wiki? I just edited it. I hope you know that. I just edited it.
Okay.
I just did that. I hope you know. I hope you know. I just did that.
Sony don't own it, my nigga. That's fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
you have to let that
we know the games in studios Sony own, and Quantic Dream isn't one of them. I don't know why we having this conversation. Get your gaming knowledge up. Get your gaming knowledge up.
Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Just take that L. Just take that L. That's okay.
Fine. I've been taking L's, invisible L's, for I don't know how long now. I mean, fine. L's an L. Fuck. Google Stadia impressions shall go down the line on did it sell you? Do you think it's good? What's good and bad and ugly about the shit? You know what I'm saying?
My prostate ain't moist for it. Just point blank.
I was able to buy it. The 60 frames per second is a selling point, and at the end of the day, they're a tech company. They're in first, and if somebody doesn't offer something to counter them this fall, they're going to pretty much they're going to be like Thanos. It's not going to matter what you come out with. Somebody's got to come out with something that runs these games at 60 frames a second, because somebody's been going around talking about they got 6 T-flops. Well, Google has 10. Somebody's been talking about they're the best place to play third-party games. Not anymore. As of 12/18, when they announced these games coming out to this platform, they became obsolete. So maybe, but I hope Microsoft Lockhart comes out this fall to counter this. They got to do 1080p.
They don't
60 frames a second. They got to
do need nothing. They don't need nothing to counter it, because you know what? Fucking no, because fucking Google went down. Because you imagine paying for that shit and not paying for all them. They went. Yeah.
No. What should have been apparent to you is that how many times did that motherfucking stream from Google by Google buffer the fuck up? I just want to know how many times did it buffer on y'all niggas. Did it buffer on y'all?
The direct stream that I was watching buffered once or twice.
Okay. So am I going to want that? Am I going to want that in my game?
Yeah, again, Thrash. If their product is going to do that, they're going to hear about that within the first 72 hours. You know that will be the first reports.
No, but back. You just said it. You just said that fucking Google's Thanos and people, and don't have no receipts though. Where are the receipts about this snap?
The receipts is Lisa.
Where is this decimation?
All right, the decimation is Lisa Sue walking out on stage and saying the shit worked. Okay, now if you want to call her,
who the fuck is Lisa Sue? Who that?
She's the CEO of AMD. The person
AMD.
That makes the people that make the chips for the Xbox, the PlayStation.
She going to say that because she makes the fucking chip.
Okay,
of course she going to say that.
Okay, well we're going to see.
Where's the general public? Where's the general public? Where they at?
Well, again.
Wait. Now, what's the bad of this shit, my nigga?
The buffering could be an issue. It doesn't have any exclusive games that I know about at launch.
Games.
Yeah, at launch.
I've never seen a console.
I would have been more inclined. I would have been.
I never seen a console. I never seen a console launch without a goddamn exclusive game for its system, my nigga.
You're about to see one. And the 5.1 sound. You're gonna be fit the 5.1 sound where we all have 7.1 or SDDS or Atmos. That sound is an L. 5.1 is an L. I don't even know if a headset still exists. You could go buy at 5.1, but that's an L.
She would have. What's her name again? Sally Mae. What the fuck is her name?
Sally Mae. Lisa Sue.
Okay, whatever. One of them white names. If she would have came out there with some panties, I would have probably bought it.
Probably.
That's all that would have been more of it. If she would have came out with some DLC panties, I would have bought it.
And speaking of DLC, Days Gone DLC, I think, hit today, but it got buried by Google. That's how heavy Google's announcement was.
Wait a minute, how much did they say it was?
129 or the DLC. I'm not sure about the DLC price, but
DLC is free.
Free. All right, and it got buried. It got buried.
It's not really, and it's not. It is not even. It's not even like regular like DLC. It's just modes. It's not even storyline. It's modes. That's all it is.
Yeah, which would have been the top story of the day, but Google.
But it wouldn't have been though. But it wouldn't have been.
What was the price for the Stadia? Did they announce that?
It's free.
It's 129.
129.
By God, let me double check my receipt here. Make sure.
Did you say 129 or 29?
$129 to get in into the founders pack. The founders pack.
Founders package. Yeah, 129.
It comes with the $69 controller.
Ooh, I like it when she says 69.
The $69 controller. It comes with the Chromecast thing to hook up to your TV.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with the 3 months free. The 3 months free for your friend, but the free application for it doesn't start until 2020. So you got to pay monthly $10 a month for it until 2020.
Whoa, it's cheaper than that.
What they're going to do is they're going to scoop up as much money as possible before that shit hits the fan and it doesn't work. That's what they want to do.
How the games go? Like when the game come out, so the game is free on there when it come out?
No,
you buy the game. You buy the game.
Yeah. If you are paying the $9.99 a month,
that's what you're laughing for.
You want. $9.99 a month, you can buy whatever game you want. Or
if you
free games. If you're in the
Snow Bunny was a seller.
They crazy, bro.
No, Snow Bunny would have advertised that. See, she almost caught me off guard with the pretty voice. If you buy, how you say it again? Can you do that again?
If you get the $9.99 a month, okay. So here's the whole thing.
If you purchase $9.99 a month, you can buy whatever game you want.
You can buy whatever
so you mean to tell me I got?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me I gotta buy like $11.99, whatever the fuck it is, and then pay $64 on top of that? Is that what you just said?
Just like you do with any other service.
Wait a minute, and then you do get free games monthly with it. You do get some free games.
What free games?
Well, they haven't announced it.
Whatever
it is going to be 60 frames a second. That's what you got to remember. Google announced came in and made 60 frames per second.
Is that the big thing? 60 frames per second?
Because
Craig, ain't nobody gave a damn about no damn 60 frames a second.
That's what I'm saying. You said that like that was a special thing they was giving us, Craig. That's not
60 frames a second.
60 frames a second.
You remember that?
PC people are going higher than 60 frames a second.
Well,
they don't want 60 frames a second. They want more.
Are you asking me what the selling point is? It's that you're going to be at 30, they're going to be at 60, and if they do crossplay, you're going to get annihilated. That's all I can tell you. It's not going to be no.
No, not with that latency.
Oh no, it ain't gonna matter. That
latency gonna fuck it all up.
Yeah,
that's like having a nice plate of food. That's like having a plate of food and just putting a little piece of shit on the corner for that plate.
But guys,
go ahead, Jacqueline.
Here's the one thing that I find surprising. All the gaming companies, all of them, are trying to crack into the Asian market. Stadia is about to launch, but it's only going to 14 countries. It's not hitting the Asian market at all. It's not hitting the South American market at all.
Because they know they ain't gonna pay for that. They know they're not gonna pay for that shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're only starting with 14 countries, and even here they're starting in Canada and the U.S., but they're not starting in Mexico, and most of them are European countries.
And you know why?
Because they have that infrastructure.
Yeah.
And we the suckers. We the suckers.
Well, you don't have to buy it.
I ain't no sucker. I ain't touching that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with that shit.
Hey man, y'all talking about fucking with what?
Well, I would like to hear Snow Bunny say 8K.
Wow. Just wow.
Hey, you see Apple coming out with that 8K TV?
I did not see that one.
I say I am not trying to buy no 8K TV.
It's like 15.
There ain't no content for it.
It's like 15 grand. If you got 15 grand laying around, I want to date you that you can waste on an 8K TV.
Well, the one I'm getting
Hey, let me go ahead and give you my number. Let me go ahead and give you my number because I've got way more than that lying around.
Hey, what is this shit? Thirsty? It's Thirsty Thursdays, man.
Yeah, it's Thirsty Thursday up in here.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Ever play Connect the Dots with them skin tags?
You don't hear these two niggas? These niggas thirsty.
Hey, man, you know what?
Is that what y'all Netflix? That's what y'all Netflix and chill gonna be? Her connecting the dot with them skin tags?
Well, that's a service, so they may not be able to do that. They don't want to pay for that. So Netflix is a service. So
hey man, you know what? Tell you the truth, man, you a real live sucker if you pay for that shit. And if you're in America and in Canada and you pay for that, you are a real live sucker.
Well, the people pay $500 for Xbox X. I mean, they paid $500 for Xbox X.
No,
that was a girl in a water bra. That was some bullshit, fake shit.
But honestly, it did have the 6 teraflops. It did. It had the numbers, and it was the most powerful console by a decent amount.
Hey, Money, what are you talking about? Who's a sucker to buy what?
Stadia. You're gonna be a sucker.
But I'm just saying, but why? If it's only $120 some dollars, I mean that ain't shit.
Yeah.
See, that's what you think. You say that ain't shit.
But you
to
a
them,
truck
that's
driver,
everything.
like you make money.
Well, that's regardless of what I think it's regardless of what you make. It's still a sucker deal, man. It's a sucker ass deal.
How is it a sucker deal?
Unpack that.
Let me ask you. Let me hold on. Let me finish. If you're gonna sit there and pay $125 for a system and pay $10 a month and got a shitload of games to play on it,
wait. Did you say a shitload of games? How many games is a shitload of games to you?
I think it's got 25.
It depends. It depends.
It depends.
Yeah, you still gotta pay for those.
No, you don't. You pay the $10 fee. You don't pay for the games.
Yes, you do. You pay for the games.
Hell no, that's a sucker ass deal. You gotta pay for the games too. Fuck out of here with that shit.
That's what I told. That's what I said. It's a sucker deal, bro. That's a sucker deal.
I read that shit. I covered my mouth. I said, "What the fuck?"
You want me to pay? You want me to pay you? Basically, you paying them.
I thought you paid the $10 a month.
People got to pay for the game.
I thought you paid the $10 a month like Game Pass, and there's a bunch of games on there you can play. That's why when I should have thought about that when he said Ghost Recon, the new one was coming out day one. I should have thought about that then.
Yeah, that's a deal. It is coming out.
It's coming out. It's coming out, but I gotta pay for it.
Of course you do. What do you think?
Wait. We're not finna go spewing lies.
Yeah.
Does that shit have a motherfucking release date on it? That
Ghost Recon?
Yeah. No release date, right?
Well, Stadia is launching in November. I think it's
that shit gone
before Pokemon.
Yeah, Ghost Recon. Hold on, Ghost Recon is coming out November.
November what?
I gotta look. It's like November 8th or something like that. It's early November because
that come out November 8th. Death Stranding come out November 8th.
It says October 4th. Initial. Now they
for Ghost Recon.
Breakpoint. Talk about Breakpoint. Now that's.
Okay. So then it's Call of Duty that's coming out in November 8th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got them mixed up.
That's cool.
Wait. Is this one called the Breakpoint? Is that the same one?
Yeah, it's got John Berthal. That's the character that you saw. That's John Berthal playing that character.
So that game is coming out a month before Stadia does.
Correct. So it will be on Stadia when it comes out.
When Stadia comes
out, it's not day one.
It's day one for Stadia. It's day one on Stadia.
Yeah,
but not day one as a game.
Okay, it'll be their first new game. People are like, what new games are going to have? This is a new game. That's a month later, but it's still going to be there. And also, the last Ghost Recon game on PS4 and Xbox ran at 30 FPS. Stadia allegedly is going to run the game at 60. See, so wait. Allegedly, what the way
if we're gonna keep running that shit, if you're gonna keep saying 60, right? And it's 60 if your internet. I mean, I don't care, 60 or not. Even though I'm gonna put a big ass asterisk next to that shit because no matter how many fucking frame rates you got, if you got latency, nigga. 60 frames.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? That could be a total game killer.
But hold on, let me correct myself here. It's 60 all the time. What's going to change, according to their announcement today, is your pixel count.
Your pixel count, right?
Yeah, but it's
now,
still
so
now they 4K down to 720.
I got 1.5 billion pixels.
Oh, there you go.
Man, that shit don't mean shit. That 60 shit don't mean shit. This is a sucker deal.
Nigga, I'm talking about my OLED TV, nigga. 1.5 billion.
I think the problem, the issue here is that people got to understand that if you want to play at 60 frames per second or have that opportunity without going out getting what they would call a beast PC, this is the way for you to do it. Not unless Microsoft announces in 72 hours that Lockhart is going to do 1080p 60 and it's going to come out this fall, which is possible. Because
Lockhart who is this shit for? Is it for? It can't be for us. If this is the numbers we're talking about.
Listen, hey, y'all, check this out.
It's for the people who want it.
It can't be for. It's not going to be successful if they're aiming at console gamers. It's not going to be.
They're aiming at. Here's the gist of what I got from it. They're aiming at casual people who play on phones and stuff, but they're also aiming at PC gamers. Right now,
you know what?
I mean, right now they're trying to compete with Steam and Epic, because if they go on PC or get those type of numbers on PC or Google or in all of that, they're directly competing with A, Microsoft, B, Steam, and C, Epic. They're causing a nuclear war for PC gamers.
Well, man, you know what? You know what? Sometimes I be thinking to myself, man, did these executives be thinking of these people make billions of fucking dollars, man, and they come up with these crazy ass decisions, man, and I just don't understand why the fuck I'm sitting here broke in a motherfucker.
Okay,
and these dumb motherfuckers coming out with this dumb ass shit.
Why do they make billions of dollars?
Day. Hey, let me ask you something. Thrash, take this typical day right here. Anybody, take the working man. Mm-hmm. I don't care who it is. Who the fuck is going to plan their day? They get up, take the shower, whatever, getting ready to go to work, and they bring in that fuck. First of all, you're gonna bring that clunky ass controller with you every day. Ain't nobody gonna do that. There's nobody that's going to bring that fucking thing with them every fucking day.
Yeah, they cashing on people who got like a Switch. They're seeing how popular the Switch is with people on the go. That's what they're trying to get on.
That's a whole different thing.
There's one thing I don't understand though, because if they're aiming at the PC gamer, right? Then I mean, what PC gamer ain't gonna want to have their settings and shit? Like they was mad at Windows Store already. Don't fuck with Windows Store because they took away like a few things. Like this shit takes everything away from you, right? Some people don't want 4K 60 on their motherfucking shit to pay a subscription. Some people just love to tinker with their games. Period. You know what
I don't see why it's then it's not. Here's the thing: this young lady is right. Snow Bunny's right. They went today. There's only one other tech company that's going in 2 feet first with streaming. That's Microsoft, who is Google's greatest competitor on the market. It's Microsoft. So Sony not doing it? So Sony not doing it? No, Sony is going to stream too, but hold on, Thrash. Well, wait a minute. Jim Ryan, the CEO, was on CNET, and he said Sony is not going to change their core message. You all can go and read that yourselves. I pulled that up today. That's on CNET. They're not going to walk away from their core. The single player driven narrative game. He said that he's in charge. So the people that were saying Sony's changing, bullshit. I call bullshit on you right now because the CEO said they weren't going to change. But at the end of the day, this young lady is correct. You can come to my podcast anytime. They went right at Microsoft. They have the ability to deliver something at 10.7 teraflops. It is Microsoft that has walked out and said we have the best place to play multiplayer games. As of November, unless they come out with another console that matches this, they won't be able to say that anymore because they won't be the best place to play.
None of that stuff matters, man. If that's not what you want, if that's not what gamers want, what makes motherfuckers think that that's what they want?
Okay. You brought up $1 billion. How do people get $1 billion? They know what you want before you do.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes, that's the way billionaires are. They're millionaires.
They know what you want before you. They know what you want before you do.
Before you do.
Say no, because they subliminally put the messages in there for you to want it.
Well, she put it better. That now I like it. I like the way she said it, but bro.
Yeah, you
Well, I mean, again, if you want to know what millionaires do, that's what they do. They know what you want before you do.
Yeah,
and then
y'all know how many people are going to steal those things, man? People going to be stealing controllers. That's
possibly
another.
Now you're going left with it. Now you're going left.
You know what? The funny thing is this. Everybody made a big stink about Microsoft doing DRM. This is exactly what this is.
But you're not.
And no one's saying shit.
But that goes back to the subliminal messages. Microsoft planted that in our heads years and years and years ago, but they got hit with a brick wall. If you notice all of the gaming, they started doing things slowly, pushing towards DRM. And now everybody's just sitting here like, okay, whatever. It's okay. because they push
Well,
the
I'm on the
message
podcast. This
slowly
call me
underneath.
when you get outside. Or just text me a call
Man,
when you get outside.
mute your shit.
Hey, mute
Mute
your
your
shit,
shit.
nigga. Mute your motherfucking mic.
No, guys, I gotta go, man. It's good hollering at y'all. I gotta go do a rap podcast, and
Shoot
then
your
I guess
motherfucking mic, nigga. What you know? We don't want to hear about no motherfucking Chick-fil-A.
Hey, don't leave yet, nigga.
This nigga up here talking about Chick-fil-A. Yeah, give me some Chick-fil-A, baby.
Everybody hit up like a fucking wave.
Hey man, you know
we
what?
waited all this time.
I really can't truly believe that people are going to buy this shit, man. That's
Man,
No, because you know how it is about sheer ignorance. People are going to think that console is literally like $120.
That's not even a console.
Ignorance.
That's the thing. It's not even a console.
I know, but they're looking at it like it's some piece of hardware that's in their crib. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh, okay, this is a powerful little piece of something."
You know what they did? They took Nintendo's idea about being on the go, playing games, and just took it and ran with it without thinking.
Look, just like Microsoft comes out with that controller, and I'm able to play games on my phone, good quality games. I'm getting it because I'm sitting here fucking with y'all, and I can be sitting. What's up?
And keep it real with me, Diver. How many times do you get up in the morning? Well, whenever you go to work, and you take that with you whenever you leave out the door.
Now, you want me to keep it real with you, okay?
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you 100%. I got a backpack. On my kitchen table when I come home from work, I empty my backpack, which is my dishes with my food, my chargers, my wires, all that. Okay? So when I go to work, I put everything in there. I fill those trays back up with whatever food I'm eating, put them in there. And then I put my charger, I put my wires, I put my speaker, my headset that I got on now. It's an everyday process when I go to work because I know when I get home, I put everything on the table and I see that I didn't forget anything. And when I go to work, I make sure everything's in there. So when I come to work, I know I got everything.
So
by me putting a controller
every time you go to work, right?
If that's part of my gaming now, if I can hook my phone up and play, that controller would be in my backpack.
Bruh.
And I've done it before. When I first started talking with you guys, well, when you guys were with Ryan, I had the what do you call that? PUBG. PUBG was on there, right? So I bought the controller.
Bit cop.
Hey, can I talk, you motherfuckers? So I bought the controller so I can push the buttons, like if I was, playing PUBG on my phone. So yes, I would 100%. If you telling me if I can come to work and play Primal or play Ghost Recon or whatever, I'm doing it. Fuck you mean? Why not?
Well, here's the thing. I went to Texas, right? And I was on that plane for the long ass fucking 3 hours. It's me, 3 hours is a lot. And there's no Wi-Fi where I was at. And even if it was, it wouldn't have been strong enough to even present that. So, I mean, the portability of this shit, and that's a no-go for me either.
That's what I'm saying.
I had my Vita on that plane trip. You know what I mean? That worked. Or any handheld device that's locally powerful would work. But you talking about straight Wi-Fi? And like, nah, that ain't gonna work.
And see, the thing about that is, Josh,
you got Wi-Fi on the plane.
The reason Nintendo did it. Listen, the reason Nintendo did it because they focus this at kids. They know kids, if their mothers go somewhere, they go to the store just to keep your kid occupied. He got his little game thing with him. That's what it's for. They thought that people like us, mainstream gamers, was going to relate to that in some type of way where they can make money off of it. It's not working.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why is McDonald's one of the biggest places? They always target at kids. Always.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when they went to targeting to adults, they started losing business.
Exactly.
So they had to hurry up and switch it back around to start targeting kids again.
Right. Exactly. Right. You don't think that these motherfuckers know that we are a generation of gamers with kids that we can just say, here, hold this controller while I go bang your next door neighbor? Trust me, they're aiming towards the kids.
Bruh, I don't think that's what Stadia is doing. I don't think Stadia is doing that. I don't think Stadia.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I think they are targeting kids.
Right.
Because they're gonna use these big name YouTubers to draw them in. They're gonna use the Markipliers and Jacksepticeye guys and shit like that for the opportunity to be able to play with these dudes.
Let me say this to Lincoln
like Lincoln, Cutie Pie. How many of his fucking million subscribers are kids?
Shit, I probably have to guess at least. I have to guess at least almost half of them.
But at least almost half. How many times have y'all played a multiplayer game, bro? Keep it real. How many times have y'all played a multiplayer game and came across kids all the time?
How many times have you got offered $1 million to play a game so kids can follow you and buy that game?
People like PewDiePie and Markiplier and shit like that have more influence than shit. Maybe LeBron James, depending on the circumstances. And Google might like throw these dudes $500,000, $1 million to open up their shit for like a couple of hours to invite people in to play it. Man, they gonna suck kids in with that shit.
I just don't think that's what Stadia.
But that's what they did.
They're not gonna get people. They're not gonna get people like me. I'm old and stubborn. They're not gonna get me. But they can get to these teenagers and get to these kids because a lot of parents are not going to say no to the kids.
Lincoln, isn't that what they did to that one dude that was playing Fortnite? Didn't somebody give him like $1 million?
Yeah,
to play Fortnite, right?
That was targeted at kids.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's what all this is about. You got to start with the new generation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm seeing what you're saying, but man, I can guarantee you, man, you walk up to any of those fucking Google's exec, and they would tell you right out, like we're our main focus are not kids. It's not kids. They're trying to focus this towards us, the hardcore gamers, and they think.
Hey, let me.
Hold on, diver, nigga. The fuck? Slow your ass down, nigga. Let me answer this one. Let me fucked up, nigga.
You talking about big corporations are gonna tell you the truth, nigga? Do you understand? Like the pharmacy, a lot of people know how to cure cancer and all this shit, but there's no money in that.
Nah, nigga.
So how you figure a corporation's gonna go to you and be like, yeah, we ain't focusing at the kids. Why they got a handful of motherfucking candy?
But what I'm saying, the way they doing it, if they're focused at kids or not, the way they presented it, it's not. I don't see no kids talking about this, man.
Nigga,
I don't see none. No kids, no teenagers.
Two of those games that was on there. Two of the games that was. It's weird because two of the games that were on there, I was sitting there looking at one of them, which is supposed to be a Stadia exclusive, which is I think Glint. I was sitting there like, that looks like a game that hardcore gamers really would play.
Thank you.
And then they had another game on there that when I saw it, I was like, damn, that looks like a straight up mobile game.
It's like I said.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that looked like. I'm sorry, Threads, go ahead.
No, go ahead, get it out.
I was just going to say, I haven't seen anything from them that says Nat or Super Mario Brothers. I haven't seen anything from them that says that. That's why I say I don't think they're targeting towards kids. I don't see it.
The way I see it is like I said, the biggest market here is cell phones, right? Everybody's going after the cell phone market. They're trying to sell their Google Pixel, right? That's what they're trying to do. But they want to be on PC. They want to be on. They got a little piece for your TV. They got all that shit. But they want us to display it for them. They want us to advertise it for them. We the only ones that's gonna sit here and talk about this shit. Us. That's it. They lost the whole cell phone market as soon as they said Google Pixel. Niggas, cell phone niggas do not like. You might as well have said Nokia. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as that shit happened, that already fucked up like half of what
Samsung, nigga, fuck you mean?
Samsung, whatever, nigga. Like, I'm just saying, nigga, nobody's got a Pixel. I don't even think nobody even got a Pixel in his room. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not something that people are going to want to go for, my nigga, period. So it's like they're going to use us like we're doing right now. We the ones that make podcasts. We the ones that talk shit and battle each other over. They want to join the console war. It's kept Microsoft alive this long in the gaming space. They trying to get some of that keep us alive or keep our names in your mouth to keep us going as well. They want to join. That's why they're saying you don't need a console. They kept repeatedly saying you don't need a console for this. This is a new way. Our platform is the Google servers. That's our platform. That's our console. Like, nigga, like, oh, it's stronger than the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X combined. You know, they just kept on attacking consoles because they want to join the console war, my nigga. They want us talking about them good, bad, or ugly. You know what I'm saying? That way, these motherfuckers that's the way I'm telling you, man. I see a lot of these kids now, these casual motherfuckers who play Fortnite talking about Xbox is better than PlayStation. PlayStation is better than Xbox. The console war is what got these motherfuckers even still talking about games like this. We have all the control and we don't even fucking know it. And they using the fact that we don't know it to sell their fucking products, man. That's what it is. That's why we talking about it. That's why you can't go to a cell phone channel and find me a nigga. Find me a nigga on a cell phone channel that's just like, yes, I need this in my life. Let me find on Twitter anybody. Who?
Had to give him a small applause for that.
Nigga.
Nicely said.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck you, Diamond.
I'm gonna say this shit too. Like, basically, what they're selling towards is convenience. They want you to feel like actual hardware is not convenient to use.
I mean,
that you can play a game, huh?
Yeah, they tried that shit with the Kinect. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft tried that shit with the Kinect, nigga. Let me change my page. Xbox on, Xbox off. I mean, convenience has always been a selling point, and I know what you mean. It is a great convenience to be able to play your game, pick it up on your phone, continue with that. But gamers like to be comfortable, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Especially hardcore gamers like to be comfortable. Console gamers don't give really a fuck about 60 frames per second, 4K. We just give a fuck if the game is good. PC niggas don't give a fuck if a game is good, long as it's 4K something. You know what I'm saying? They mixing their whole motherfucking delivery up. But the biggest market that everybody wants to attack is the cell phone market. Google Stadia will be the first console level game or PC level gaming streaming service on cell phones. And it's sad because nobody let them in. I know they even said it later will be on the other smartphones, but it's like, nigga, you couldn't even say later will be on Apple, later will be on Samsung. They didn't say that shit. They just said later will be on other smartphones. So it's like you can't even say who. You can't.
And Threads, with all that money that they have, with all that money, they still couldn't break into the cell phone industry. Still couldn't.
That's why I'm saying Sony and Microsoft is going to make their own phones. Niggas think that I'm fucking crazy when I say
Sony and Microsoft going to make their own phones.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I don't know about that, Thread.
Okay, fine. I don't give a fuck.
Wait, Thread. Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by phones? What do you mean by that?
I'm going to just sit back and be right. Because it's like I told
you. What do you mean? What do you mean phones?
You mean cell phone?
Yeah, they're going to get into the cell phone games to push this shit even better.
Cell phone games. Cell phone games.
No, they're gonna make their own hardware cell phone, my niggas. They're gonna make it.
They already have their own hardware, so I'm using it now.
Fuck. I'm not explaining this shit again. Fuck it. You don't believe me.
But you have to. I don't believe you. I don't understand what you're saying. Sony already have a phone line.
Yes, they do. And so does Microsoft, and both of them failed, right?
Yes.
Right? Now you got Microsoft with their own infrastructure. Both of them got experience in the cell phone business. Microsoft got their own infrastructure. Sony is a tech company. They can make a fucking cell phone from scratch. Microsoft got their own OS. All they gotta do is mix their powers in together, and they can make a perfect cell phone with augmented reality or some shit in it to have that fucking say in it, and then that'll be that. They can do that.
So what is the end game? What is the end game to this?
I'm not gonna say that you're wrong, but what I think they would go back to handheld before they do something like that. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I think they would go back to handheld if they want to do something like that. I don't think Sony is going back into the phone business. I just don't see them going back and I could be wrong.
They're already in the phone business now. They just released a new phone.
Well, I'm talking about like they're not in the phone business like they was. Didn't they had their own phone?
There is okay. So let me just say this. In terms of cell phones, what happens with cell phones, right, is that the reason why Google, Samsung Galaxy is as big as it is because they pay people to keep pushing their shit out. It is an astronomical amount of money to keep putting their stuff, like having like specific YouTube channels review their shit, having this thing review their shit. It is an astronomical amount of money for that kind of advertisements. And Microsoft or Sony don't want to do it.
Nigga, Microsoft and Sony don't have to do it. They have PlayStation, they have Xbox. If they say we got xCloud coming to this phone, PS Now coming to that phone, they don't need to fucking worry about that shit, man. Like it's like you just said, Google got all this money and could not get on Apple, could not get on Samsung. You think Microsoft and Sony gonna be able to do that shit too? You think didn't Apple say they got their own shit coming out?
They're on what? They're on what?
Hey, you know what? You know what though? You know what? They couldn't. Hey, they couldn't. But if Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo get together, guess what? Their phones will have it.
They're only gonna get together in a cell phone space, my nigga. It'll probably be one cell phone. It's not gonna be named Sony, not gonna be named Xbox, not gonna be named Nintendo, but a platform for them that they could do their own shit. They got all the fucking sources they need that it wouldn't even cost them much. It wouldn't be that much of a risk because at the very least they already have a fan base. Let them get Nintendo on that bitch. Oh, nigga, that'd be too much. That'd be too much. The fan base is already casual with Nintendo. Nintendo would be the strongest player in the cell phone game. Period. Easily.
Hey man, I don't know too much about this, but can somebody in the chat check? Because I could have swore Sony was in the phone business, they got out of the phone business.
They got their own phone. It's called an accessory, and they even had the fucking controller for that motherfucker. Like the phone.
I'm talking on the phone now. They have the Xperia 1, the Xperia 10 Plus, and the Xperia 10.
Shit, and they all fucking failed, my nigga. The cell phone market is one of the biggest markets in the world because everybody needs a cell phone, right? But if they wanna crack into this gaming field, but it's gonna be hard for them to do so because these other, like I told niggas, Apple and Samsung ain't gonna just let you go and compete with their money. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just let you do that shit. So it's like, nigga, like wait and fucking see, my nigga. Like just wait. If you don't believe me,
how long do you think this process goes?
I don't know. Just know that they shook hands and the niggas at Microsoft and the niggas at Xbox and the nigga at PlayStation. Them niggas didn't know shit was going down when it was going down, and there's a reason for that because that deal was bigger than them. You know what I'm saying?
But you do realize that the phone industry is slowing down, right? Hardware wise.
Yeah, sure it is. It's still got a billion motherfuckers using cell phones. 2 billion people using cell phones. Way bigger than.
But they can't release the phones every fucking year.
Fine. Look, I'm not here. I've argued with plenty of niggas. I'm tired of being right. Just let me be right again. Fuck it. Just wait for it to happen, and then when it don't happen, come clown me, nigga. But
nigga, you can't take credit for something that's probably happened in 30 years, man.
No.
Don't come back, nigga. I told y'all.
No. You gotta think about it. This shit can happen as soon as 2 years. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I had already stated in that tweet. I said you're going to either have the biggest win with that theory or the biggest L.
Yep, and I'll take the L. I'll take the L with a smile too.
I mean, if we get the biggest win, we'll all be bending the knee at you.
Yeah, yes, they
bending the motherfucker's knee. Yeah, but see, that's what I said, man. I really think that's why I said I don't think that he's wrong. I just think that they would rather go back to handheld than do something like that.
Right?
That's
why?
Personal.
Why? Because the market not big enough. I mean, they could do it, but
why would you go to handheld if everybody already got what you need in the world, and all you gotta do is have a program to get on their phone? Why would you go make a bunch of money to buy?
You talking about buying their phone?
All they gotta do is
talking about buying their phone, fam, not an app.
Yeah,
he's talking about buying a phone from Sony, not an app.
No, the whole thing that comes with the phone, nigga, the infrastructure, the store. You know how you got Honeycomb and you got iOS and all that. They'll have their own shit. They have all the resources they need to make exactly that. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know.
No, it's fine. But can't nobody tell me where I'm wrong in my theory. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that people can say is, nah, I don't think that's happening. But if you look at everything,
that's really with everything. That's just you putting a theory out there. That's it
doesn't make sense. Hey, it doesn't make sense. You want to know why? It doesn't make sense?
Why not? Hey, Trumpy Fire, if you need a link, nigga, come up in here, nigga. I don't play all that shit, nigga. Come up in here and tell me how.
What are you saying?
Well, the reason why
nothing bad. I'm just saying if you want a link,
the reason why I say this, is because
I don't know.
Apps.
You said what?
Apps.
Facts what?
I said apps.
Apps? What about apps?
They can't make their own fucking platform without asking everybody that made apps to create a new one for that platform.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, why? They're not going to do it.
Why wouldn't they?
Money. They're not going to. It's for okay. If it's a thing that's just started, a new platform, new interface, whatever you want to call it, just started.
Like Stadia.
No.
Well, okay.
No. Because Stadia is actually a fucking computer. That's all it is.
Yep.
They can just scrounge that up. You don't need to ask people
to develop it. Right? And so is PS Now and xCloud, right?
No, it's not. It's not. PlayStation Now is its own proprietary APIs and stuff like that. Whereas Stadia is basically a computer.
You know what? Let me ask you. I'm sorry, Doug, but that theory, are you putting that theory towards them aiming this phone towards something in gaming, or is it just?
I'm looking at the actions of these companies in total. That's why I can tell years ago that Microsoft was going third party, that they was going to focus on doing digital only games. Because all you got to do is just look at the actions of what it is. Don't listen to what they say. Look at their actions. They lie all the time. I lie all the time, nigga. Like they fucking go and tell you
right now. You motherfucking liar.
I'm not lying. I'm just telling y'all what makes sense. That's why I said Sony would be on Microsoft stage. How many months ago? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's something wrong when Sony goes and does crossplay for no fucking reason. There's something wrong.
Go find that motherfucking tweet and read that shit.
Fuck that.
Like I said before, bro. It's not the thing that them going to. If you want to take it in a literal term that they're third party, I agree with you. But when we talk about fully third party, man, I'm talking about having your game on all.
We don't gotta agree. We don't gotta agree.
We're not gonna go through that again.
I'm fine with not agreeing. All I'm saying is I'll look at what the fuck is going on before I quote on something. I don't listen to Twitter. I don't go on and think of some shit like that's my own opinion or something. I just look at everything that I see in front of me and try to put it together where it makes sense, where both companies make money. At the end of the day, you got to start. That's where you have to start when you think about this type of shit, is who's making money and why, right? And that's why I said cell phones, because they both fail in that category. They both want to make money in that category. Or they both shown that they cannot do it. So team the fuck up and help each other out in making you successful in that category.
Why not just do an app? Why not just do an app? Wouldn't that be cheaper?
Because look at Google Stadia. You're gonna have to have permission to have your app on somebody else's shit. You cannot take advantage of 2 billion customers if you're not allowed access to them, right? Right? You gotta.
That's the same thing we said about EA access.
Tell me I'm off. If they want to reach like Phil Spencer said it himself, I want to reach 2 billion people. How can you reach them if you have to ask another company, can you do it? How?
Yes, that's the same thing. You know what? The same way you think about that, that's the same way I thought about EA Access with Sony. I knew, I said, man, what the fuck is EA? They already on Microsoft. Why they need to, bro, sometimes you got to do that. The same thing with people didn't never think they was going to go into business. Sony was never going to do it. They do stuff like that, man. Sometimes I think if it's cheaper, first of all, I think these companies going always, the first thing is to spend less money.
Hold on. Impatient. They're not only partnering to get cloud services. I know that's what it seems like on the front. But if it was only cloud services, it's not a partnership. It's Sony being a customer to Microsoft. Microsoft has cloud services already. Sony has cloud services already. And cloud services is something that Sony been using with Microsoft for years already. This is not Sony using Microsoft's Azure cloud is not nothing new at all. If y'all know y'all shit, y'all know what I'm talking about. They got to be getting together to do something. That's why they talked about lenses and chips and all that shit. If it was just cloud service, what does lenses got to do with chips? I mean, lenses got to do with cloud services. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
This is just going off the shit that they said. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that Sony's PlayStation exclusives will not be PlayStation exclusives. They will be PlayStation exclusives, even though The Last of Us is on PC and that makes it not exclusive. So I'm gonna just let you just have that right. But still, it's not about like the console space won't be touched if they team up and do cell phone shit. Sony not having a problem. They're number one in the console shit. Microsoft is number one in the cloud shit. What? They don't need help. They don't need help. They don't need help. Right? There's no partnership needed in either of those categories for them. But
well,
in cell phones, they both need help. In cell phones, they both need help. That's what it is.
Well, I'm gonna ride with Snow Bunny on this one, man. If they do that, I bend the knee.
Yeah, I niggas bend the knee, and you don't record for saying it. You don't.
I bend the knee, but I don't know about it.
I'm telling you, it's fine.
If he gets the biggest L of the generation,
I'll bend the knee. I'll both knees.
It's not that they going to clown your ass out of this business.
That's okay. I don't mind the consequences. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind the consequences at all.
We're gonna be right there. We're gonna make sure.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I got a gut feeling that that's what the fuck it is, man. And it's the only thing I could figure that makes sense. You
gotta look at. I get what you're saying. I see why you say what you just said. But the problem is, you gotta look at where cell phones are at right now.
Right.
What these companies are doing. You gotta see what's popular on these cell phones, and the only thing that's really big on these cell phones is social media. Period.
Yeah, you can say social media is some of the biggest shit on cell phones. But you know what's bigger than social media on a cell phone?
Don't say games because you pay for shit.
No, come on now.
Them ain't guns, diver. Them are not guns, nigga. Them ain't guns at all, bro. Stop showing them,
nigga.
Them 22s, my nigga. Them 22s.
Stop.
Either way, you gonna take two to the head.
No, basically, what you were. I guess you were going to try to contest what I was saying. What is bigger than social media on phones?
Phones, my nigga. Phone service.
Phones are bigger than social media on phones.
Phone service. Phone service.
What do you mean by that?
See what the fuck? I'm not having this conversation. Nope, I am not. No.
He said the biggest thing that on phones are phones. What the fuck does that even mean?
Yes, the biggest thing. I said phone service.
What kind of shit is that?
I said phone services. You can try to flip it if you want to, but you
just said phones. You literally rewind it.
All right, you mad because I won that? It's all good, nigga. Move on. Don't challenge me again, nigga. Get the fuck wrong.
Hey, I'm a bounce, y'all. I gotta go get my gaming therapy in.
All right, for sure.
Have fun.
All right, I catch y'all later. It's your boy Lincoln Clay. I'm on out of here.
So the next thing is just the end of consoles, nigga. Do y'all think that this has? Let's say it blows up.
Hell no.
You can start cracking up. Damn.
Let's say it blows.
I want to hear what she gonna say because she started cracking up. Wait, why you start laughing like that?
Let's talk like Xbox niggas and speaking hypotheticals. Let's say it blows up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you how I see Stadia right now. Stadia is like the beginning stages of how virtual reality was in the 80s. It didn't take off. It took a whole bunch of things to get it to where it's at now. Stadia is in the beginning stages of streaming.
She hit that on the head, didn't she?
I see it.
Yeah, she did.
20, 30 years from now, like VR is taking off now. I see it 10, 20 years from now where it's going to become super popular and everybody's going to want to do it. Right now, consoles are still here. Like Nintendo's president, he said they're going to look into streaming. They're going to investigate streaming, probably do something with streaming, but they're keeping a dedicated console to keep a unique gaming experience.
I see what's going on.
Basically, directing at kids, so by the time they get older, shit's gonna be popular.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean, the thing is, like, look at, like, I'm old enough to say that when I was like a teenager, we didn't have internet back then. Okay, we started with dial-up and all that stuff. Okay, now, like, where everybody's looking at streaming now and downloading games and things like that, that's something that's totally new to me that I'm learning as it progresses. The younger generation, they already know that stuff. How many kids are playing on their parents' cell phones and don't think anything of streaming something? They're streaming TV shows all the time. By the time those young gamers are my age, that's going to be normal, commonplace things like
But
VR.
but okay, and you're right. You got a point there. But one thing I would say is I view consoles like I view TVs. TVs are one thing that would only evolve but always stay the same. No, I think consoles are going to do the same shit. They're going to only evolve but always stay the same. Unless I mean I think they're going to come up with a different way. Like I think the new Blu-ray or another chip needs to go back to cartridges, whatever's easier and faster and cheaper. Right.
And Nintendo already went back to cartridges.
Right.
I would even go as far as to say that movie theaters instead of the TV analogy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like there is a place for movie theaters. Whereas, you know what I mean, you have convenience of your phone. If you would have catch, you know what I mean, Game of Thrones or whatever the case is, you would have catch that. You can watch it on your phone. But it ain't nothing like going to a movie theater. You know what I'm saying, and getting that full experience.
You know Josh, I feel you on that, but I don't see in the next 15 years, I could be wrong. I just don't see movie theaters being around as much because it's more as a family experience now. Because now, like, just think about it, because like I said, this rumor came up a minute ago. Like, if you're an exec in Hollywood and, like, look how expensive it is. When I went to the show, it was $375 to get in the show. Now it's damn near $1075 to get in the show. It's so expensive, real expensive. I bought a box of fucking M&Ms for $9 fucking. That shit is ridiculous.
But
now,
you know what else?
Yeah, so are games though. Games are a lot of money too.
But the thing about movie theaters is you're gonna and it's gonna be the same way with gaming. You're always gonna have niche little areas. Like I said, I live in a small little area. Okay. We don't have a movie theater here, but we got a bowling alley that is packed all weekend. We even have a roller rink that is always packed. You're going to have pockets of nicheness like that.
Niche. Yeah, it's going to be like that. You know what? I always wanted to go to Vegas, right? And I know this. We got a casino. I'm in Cincinnati. We got a casino downtown. I always talk to these guys that go to the casino down there. And the thing, what movie execs want to do is start, because they want to phase that part out because, like I said, it's costing a lot of money. The casino people was like, man, if you go to Vegas, right? They want you to go into that building. They don't want you to leave. You can go. You can sleep there. You can eat there. You can get your entertainment there. They don't want you to leave that building. And I think that's kind of how it is now with the people up in Hollywood looking at homes now. The home is starting because people are starting to get lazy. Like I said, going to the movie now, it's more an experience for me because I want to take my son and it's like bonding with my son. But it's never a time like when I was younger, when I wanted to go see Star Wars. Ooh, I got to go see Star Wars. Now I can go to Joe Blow down the street. He got it for $5 on the corner. And they starting to realize that. They starting to see a lot of their money and their profit starting to be gone. So it was a rumor going around. They was like, fuck it. What if we just charge people at home just like we do when you want to look at a Mike Tyson fight? We'll just charge you to look at our movies. Movies that's coming out. That's why I said I think in the next 15, 20 years, we're not going to see that many movie theaters because it's more of an experience now.
Wait. So are we saying that the Xbox, xCloud, PlayStation's PS Now, whatever the fuck they call it, and Google Stadia are all going to fail because it's not going to blow up until like 10, 20 years? That's what we're saying. Because y'all saying that this won't get big until 15, 20 years, right?
I'm not saying it's not going to get big.
This is one of those seeds. This is one of those seed things.
They're planting the seeds of it.
Oh, like Virtual Boy. Oh, I got it. I get you. Yeah. Exactly like Virtual Boy.
I ain't seen no damn Virtual Boy. Like paying online. Like paying online. No. Now we accustomed to it. Now we just like, oh well. Hey,
Virtual Boy planted that seed years ago. Nigga, for consoles, it was a motherfucking virtual reality, man. Nigga, it is what it is, nigga. Like,
well, virtual reality didn't start with the Virtual Boy. They had been playing around with virtual reality in the field for
right. I'm just saying. I'm talking
before
about
the Virtual Boy.
with the
Now,
console.
Virtual
The
Boy
consoles?
came. No, I'm talking about in PC field, in tech departments.
That's they don't
They
care.
were doing well, no, because they were the ones who started it. So
All
they
right,
were the ones who implemented the ideas.
fine.
And
PC
because
niggas planted that seed. They planted that seed.
yeah, they planted that seed for VR. And it's like 3D movies. 3D movies, you see how they pop into reality and then they leave again and then they pop back in. 3D movies started back in the 30s or the 40s when they tried to introduce 3D movies.
And 3D movies still ain't take off though, because niggas don't want to wear them glasses no more than no goddamn movie.
Exactly. So it pops in and out. VR started the same way. Okay, back in the 70s and the 80s, they were playing around with virtual reality. It put the seed in motion.
Yep,
and Nintendo had virtual reality back in the day.
Nigga, that's what happens when you jump into a conversation. You know what?
What? Instead of saying I'm hearing what the motherfucker I'm hearing what she's saying.
Yeah, and that's
all you heard, nigga.
Started it.
Yeah, nigga, you have half of what she said.
Yeah, and then they put it in consoles. The Virtual Boy started playing the idea of virtual reality in consoles. But it just didn't take off because the time wasn't right for it.
Hold on, quick.
So right now, I see Stadia is starting to plant seeds of it. Like I said, the younger generations are kids. By the time they get to like my age and everything, it's going to be the norm for them. It's like the DMR thing. Back in 2013, everybody fought it, but you put subliminal messages in, and now everybody's like, okay, whatever. Same thing's going to happen with Stadia. So right now, it's not even by the time it goes full circle to where consoles are over. I'm gonna be too damn old to worry about it.
No, you ain't. Girl.
Hey, you know what?
The
first 6 months, the first 6 months for Stadia is going to be real. I can't. Those first 6 months, I really want to see what's gonna happen to them. How they gonna handle that? Because I know they. I just want to know if this is something they're trying out, or are they in this for the long run? Are they really gonna be committed to this, or is this something they just trying to see what's gonna happen? Let me see what's gonna happen. I wonder if they really committed to this. The first 6 months is going to tell
that's a lot of money to throw out there just to see what. Let's see what happens. Kind of.
Yeah, but
I'm sure they're banking. They're banking on it working.
Yeah, they banking on it working, but like I'm saying, it's like when you get into business like that, man, it's gonna before they see anything like that looks like profit, man, it's gonna be a good 5 to 7 years before they even because they done spent so much money on the infrastructure on trying to get this shit right. So, but I think the first 6 months is gonna tell us the hardcore gamer how far this going. I don't think it's going nowhere, but it's gonna let everybody know.
And big money in our reality, big money to you, it don't mean shit because you ain't gonna fuck with it. You know what I mean? So to me, it don't mean shit. I was gonna fuck with it, but now that I know, I thought it was like you buy this and you pay a monthly shit and you get these games, but I gotta pay the games too. I mean, nah. I mean, you know what? It's the same, I guess, but like. I gotta see what Microsoft's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see it what Sony's gonna do.
I think it's all.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta see what their systems are.
They're trying to make us pay more money. Not us, just everybody. Just pay money that we shouldn't pay for. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on all these prices gonna do. They are all gonna look sexy. And then they're gonna move all those prices up like they did with every service that we've seen.
Shit don't look sexy.
Oblivion.
Oh,
Six said that shit earlier. No, look at Netflix. $6.99 Netflix started with. Now it's $16.99.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And if you want 4K, nigga, you talking about $20.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
y'all to stay on topic.
Did anybody else notice?
That is part of the topic, nigga.
But did anybody else notice?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why you interrupting motherfucking Snow Bunny? I'm trying to rub you in your ear.
Did anybody else notice they kept harping on the term? You can keep your
she didn't get the combo.
But did you notice they kept harping on you own the game?
Right.
And
What does that mean?
exactly. If you're streaming it and it's on their databases and you're buying the game, they're saying that you buy it and you stream it, but it's yours to keep. Something
That's
uh,
bullshit.
something
You
is
know that's
not
bullshit.
something is not meshing there with me because I was like, why
Yeah, it's not.
why they keep repeating you own the game?
Because they want it because streaming is taking away ownership from the game. You can't trade it. You can't give it to somebody, let somebody else use it. You can't
Yeah,
break
but
it.
that's the same thing in buying digital, though, bro.
No, I'm just saying that's one of the main things. But the other thing, the reason why it's not like buying digital is because you don't get to choose these games. You don't get to choose what games come to that service.
No,
They
but
choose.
with digital also you download it to an external thing.
Mm-hmm.
With Stadia, you're streaming it. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're streaming it and it's like you're renting the game.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
ain't,
mean,
you
Why?
know what? That ain't nothing but a.
we're all really running games. I mean, to be honest with you.
But you know what? She's right, man. That shit. It just don't say. It don't sound right. That's just some corporate. That's some corporate BS, man. They know that's bullshit. They don't. We don't own those games. We do not own those fucking games, man. Like they crazy, man. They
They
really
said,
trying to
like I
pull
said, never.
our eyes.
Casuals will think they actually do.
That's
Look at
and
this.
see that's what they want them to think.
But the
That's
casuals
why I
ain't
say we
listening.
some suckers, bro. Like,
The
oh my
casuals
god, I
ain't.
Hey,
can't believe
hey,
motherfuckers know
Fatal.
that.
No, he's not here. I made a mistake, I
Yeah,
think.
what's up, Fed?
Fatal.
Oh,
Wow. Yo, what's up, Diver?
You're gonna call me your own name, you dumb fuck. Hey, check this
No.
out. Did you see that tweet that I was talking about?
No. What tweet was that?
About what Xbox saying that they're gonna bring to E3 that's never been there before, and how they're gonna
Oh,
have
that
like
shit.
yeah. Can you read that? Read that to Thrash. I want him to see what he thinks about that.
It's probably all that body wash shit, bro.
No, not the fucking body wash.
we talked about
Fuck
that
out of here.
Tuesday, okay?
Well, hey, that's something new, right?
Just
Lord.
read that
Oh,
for
let
me.
me find it. Let me find it. Fuck. Chill the fuck out, homie.
I mean, you're supposed to be, on point with this shit.
Nigga, this is
I just got
the
home.
topic. You're
Fuck.
supposed to be on point with it.
Thank you,
Hey,
Ash.
sit there and eat your Chick-fil-A, nigga, and shut your ass up because you didn't get no combo with it, nigga.
Exactly, nigga. It ain't Chick-fil-A, nigga.
Now, what type of sauce
KFC,
did you
nigga.
give with your Chick-fil-A though? That's all that matters.
The
Hey,
Chick-fil-A sauce. You gotta
Hey,
get the
what kind of
Chick-fil-A.
sauce you
Bingo!
like, girl?
Gotta get the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Hell yeah!
don't hate on the Chick-fil-A, my nigga. Don't.
I only
Hey,
had
man,
that Chick-fil-A one time.
Hey man, you know what? Chick-fil-A can sell chicken. They don't need no buns, my nigga. They can just sell chicken. They don't need no buns.
They got
chicken good?
they got grilled nuggets, nigga. Like, I mean, fuck. Nigga,
I
grilled
haven't
nuggets.
tasted it yet. I haven't
Nigga.
tasted
You know what? I'm going to Chick-fil-A on Saturday, nigga, because they close on Sundays.
Yeah.
My jam with Chick-fil-A is their chicken, egg, and cheese bagel. In the
Ooh, that
Chicken, egg, and
shit
breakfast
sounds
cheese
fucking
section.
dope as
bagel.
all
I
hell,
was
man.
That
I
shit
was
does sound
offended.
good
I
as
was
fuck.
offended. I came over there. I was hungry as shit, and they weren't open on Sunday.
Yeah,
Nah, nigga, they
they do
religious,
make
I
me
ain't
nigga.
gonna lie.
mad sometimes,
I
I
bro.
ain't
They
don't
gonna
make
lie.
me
care,
They,
mad
though.
when
They
they do
want money, right? They want money. Open the fuck up.
Nah,
Open the
nah,
I
doors.
nah, nah,
wanna
nah,
relate.
Now
nah.
they
They're
make a ton
religious.
of money. They make a ton of money
Right.
because where I used to live at, there was
Who?
a Chick-fil-A
I'm
in
just
the
playing. I'm just
mall,
playing.
and the Chick-fil-A
No,
was
you're not.
closed on Sundays, but they always had the most revenue for everything in that mall, even though they were closed on Sundays.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
people ain't gonna complain about that.
hey, there's a religion-owned company. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
let them have their Sundays.
I'm surprised ain't nobody gonna complain about that. You know,
mm-hmm.
Who's gonna
fuck
complain?
that. I want
What
my
you gonna do? You
Chick-fil-A.
gonna complain?
the customers. Some of some. It's supposed
They
to be for
still ain't gonna open
everybody.
up.
They
They're still not gonna
happy
open up.
about it because they're like, you should be at home with your families.
Right.
Shit.
Yo, who is playing Pac-Man?
My,
Dog, nigga, that's Donkey Kong. Fuck you mean, Pac-Man?
that's my girl. She put on
Hey man,
Pac-Man.
you know what? You know what? I knew shit was real. We talking about that Sunday shit. I knew shit was real. One day it was on Christmas Day, but motherfucking McDonald's was open on Christmas Day. I was like, God damn. Shit, like, hey, shit say
Hey,
Christmas
let,
McDonald's
morning.
is going
hey,
straight to hell, nigga.
let the McDonald's workers make that extra pay. They need that shit. Nigga, like nigga, shit.
Word.
Damn, how them niggas
Hey,
get
Motherfucker.
some.
Fatal, you find that yet? You fat fuck.
No, give me a sec.
Oh
He
my
can't find.
god.
He can't find your lies. Okay.
Fado, how many times you gonna change your avatar, bro? God damn.
That's the nigga habit, nigga. That's the
That
Twitter shit.
nigga,
Nigga,
hey,
Twitter's be doing that
and
shit.
how and why you got a female as yours, nigga? Every time you talk, I'd be like, damn, who that? And then I gotta be you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, take that shit off. I keep thinking that Snow Bunny. I'm like, okay, that's why she likes skinned.
You know, niggas whack.
Oh,
Hey,
nah.
Fado, what's your thoughts on the stadium, man? Nigga? Did you get your shit in while I was gone or what? This fucking white guy. Bacon.
Fado looking like that.
Yo, fuck you, Thrash. Nah, man, fuck Stadia. That's my opinion on it right there.
Damn.
There you go.
Although I will say, hold on. I will say, fucking Baldur's Gate 3 almost convinced me to want to fucking pay for that shit. No, I'm not going to.
Until you realize it's gonna come out on our consoles, or what? And then on top of that, they didn't even show. They just showed
In the future wise, yeah.
They
In
just
the
showed
future wise, I'm pretty sure
a
that'll be on
fucking
consoles.
a fucking theater trailer. What do we call it? The fucking CGI trailer and shit. That's all they showed was a CGI trailer, bro.
There was
Yeah.
nothing.
Hey, and
that
they
showed
said
us
they're gonna
the video I
play.
wanted to play. So
Trust
They're
me,
gonna
after
play.
playing,
Hey, they're gonna play the new Halo on Sunday on a PC with Anaconda settings. So does that even still considered Anaconda?
Huh? Say that again.
they're testing it.
No, they're gonna actually show game footage of the new Halo, but they said it's gonna be on a PC, but it's gonna be at Anaconda's settings. So does that still count?
Well, there ain't no such thing as Anaconda settings on the PC, seeing that he has a chip.
Well, they do that a lot. They do that a lot, dog.
Customized
They
chip.
always do that. They always show that shit on.
It's just gonna be
Exactly,
on PC.
but
It's just gonna be on
does that
PC, but they saying
PC
that shit. They not.
but does that PC have the DRA or DR or DA, whatever the fuck chip that is? You know what I'm saying? So, or is it gonna have something that's gonna run as good as it? Is that how they gonna do it?
Right, they're gonna make it to where it overperforms, bro. That's what they're gonna do. It's what they always do. There's no PC that's gonna have a customized chip in that bitch. They would just use the fucking what you call that shit?
Yeah, but they would have to pick a chip that's pretty close to theirs, right?
Why not just use a dev kit then? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm down with that too.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them not to use a dev. That's what they did last E3. They had all them dev kids up there on that stage, my nigga, showing the games off. So it's like, why not use a dev kit? Why do you have to use a PC? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense.
Why did they have? I thought a bunch of niggas was gonna go over there and play. Nigga, they just had them sitting there.
Just there to show. That's it.
Dumbass motherfuckers. They're all empty anyway.
Generate hype.
Hey guys, I got an odd question to ask you.
What's up?
Yeah, girl, just go ahead.
Pairing up a control. Wait a minute, is there a PC person in here? Because this is a PC question.
Well, the chat is a lot of them fuck niggas was in the chat.
I'm trying to figure out: is it hard to pair up a Xbox controller to a computer with Bluetooth?
No.
First of all, let me say that's gonna be harder to pair up than you and I pairing.
I think in fact, I think you gotta use a USB. You gotta connect with the USB. I think, or is that just PlayStation? I'm not sure, but I don't think it's hard at all to actually do it.
Actually,
Microsoft uses those controller colors just to sell the PC nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's why different colors, so it can match they dumbass rigs they make, the Christmas lights and the water cooler pieces and shit in it. You know what I'm saying?
Expire.
Hey, Snow Bunny, why you got that thing as your avatar? You just picked that, or is that something that you?
That is actually a quilt top I made.
Oh, okay. You made that? Oh, okay.
Thrash Twitter, dude. I sent the link to the one that Dabber was talking about.
Why don't you read it, fucker? I wanted everybody to hear.
I'll read it. Fuck, nigga, don't trip. Damn.
Okay.
You know Phil got reading issues? What embarrassing.
Exactly.
That's true. I try to make fun of that literate ass prick.
Appreciate it. Respect.
Yeah, but Thrash got black issues. You know what I mean? That nigga be reading what he wants to read.
What's that thing when you look at something and you can remember? Just like, what is that called? Photographic memory.
It's called photographic memory. Yes.
Cool. Well,
my wife told me she had a. My wife told me she had a fatal. Hey, my wife told me that when we fucking started dating, I gave her the finger and I said, "Photograph this."
Hey man, back in the
I
day,
love
bro,
that,
you
bro.
look like a
Happy
young
early
young
birthday.
motherfucking Hercules back in the day, bro. You look like a
Man, I
young
was
Hercules.
buff as fuck, nigga. Like I mean, I used to work out like a motherfucker back in the day.
These niggas
Well, the
stupid.
Uncharted movies gonna
Here,
suck ass.
you want me to read this shit or what? They get
Yes, go ahead.
niggas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
read it,
read it.
read it. Go ahead,
Fucking
nigga.
Christ.
Everybody mute your shit. Get that background music out.
That's your shit.
It says we invited something new to Xbox E3 this year. That's it. And then everybody like go on, like tell me what. And then after that it says happy early birthday. I don't know what that means. Now there's twice as many reasons to be excited. I don't know whose birthday is the same time.
Now there's twice as many reasons to be excited.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then I'm trying to look at the other shit that they put. But
I smell marketing bullshit.
I cannot contain my height. Oh, good thing you don't have to. Like these niggas are selling y'all so bad. Selling y'all so bad.
All I want to do is find that Sea of Thieves controller because it was pretty.
You like Sea of
Man,
Thieves?
I wanted that really bad. I wanted it really bad.
When I saw the Sea of Thieves, the limited edition controller and Xbox, I was like, what's that? And they were like, oh, that's Sea of Thieves. I was like, oh, that looks like a good game. They were like, oh, you get to play as a pirate. I was like, oh shit, let me go and research it. And they were like, oh, you can customize your character and have a peg leg and this, that, and the other. And then I get up there and find out it's first person view. And I'm like, well, A, I can't play it. And B, why make it customizable if you can't see your own character?
Hey man, I do not understand why people do it. That's in Cyberpunk too. Like they got the big ass customization screen, but it's in first person. I be like, what the fuck?
It's nobody. Look at the roundtable. Look at the Twitter roundtable chat. I found a link in eBay to the Sea of Thieves controller.
I'm not in that chat.
Oh, all right. I'll fix that. Don't even trip. I got you.
Gracias, senor.
Oh, to answer your question. To answer your question from earlier, in order to connect an Xbox controller to the PC, all you need is just a Bluetooth connection, and that's it. Just hit the little pair button and go to Windows and just pair the Bluetooth pair extra hardware, and you'll find it pretty easily.
I should be able to pair it very easily then. I'm good.
Like I said, girl, you and I can pair very easily. I mean,
you wish.
Y'all niggas wet. Y'all niggas wet. I don't see your shit though, bro.
You wish.
I don't see it.
Hey, but you see what I was talking about? What he said in the beginning, and then double.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, like I said,
that's why I say you might be right.
It's my prophecy coming true. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? It's normal. It's normal now. You know what I'm saying? It's regular.
No word.
You know what I'm saying? My prophecies are regular motion now. You might as well just listen to me for your early news. I'm that leaker that don't need to be knowing nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm that nobody knowing nigga leaker status. Always right.
I love you to pieces, but I'm not sure how much bigger your ego. I'm not sure how much bigger your ego can get, hun.
I mean,
it all depends on the stroke. It all depends on the stroke.
Damn, Thrash.
Hey,
I love you to pieces, but I'm not sure how much bigger it can get.
Hey, look. When you are right, you got to enjoy that W every moment of the day. You know what I'm saying? When
especially
you have
on the
your
round
moments, you gotta rub that in because if I was wrong, because if I'm wrong or if I become wrong, y'all gonna let me have it just as well, right? I'm taking them while I can because I know I've been said this shit and it's coming true right before your eyes. Nigga. Right before your eyes.
You got two things right. Oh my god.
I can't help it.
It ain't really the PS5 thing. That was just a wild theory right there. So you really ain't get that right. And matter of fact, motherfucker, I keep telling you and Thread, remember your thing was you said the PS5 is coming out in 2022. You said
no, I didn't. I know. I said it wasn't coming out.
He never said that shit. We all said.
I never said 2020.
We all said 2020, and he said 2020 to 2021.
2022, nigga.
I know. He said 21, nigga. Fuck you mean?
2022. I would never say 2022. Hell no.
What you said? You said 2020 what?
2020, 2021 is what I said. Nigga, in between that time, I said for sure. The only reason why I said that is it depends on what games come out and how fast they come out. I said I know it's not coming out this year because they got too many games.
2021. You can only pick one.
Hey, 2020.
Look, see, that's that
2020. No, 2020. I'll take 2020. I'm just saying it's gonna be in between that time. That's all I'm saying.
Holiday of 2020, nigga.
That's just like me saying 2019 and 2020. I could have slid away with that. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I said 2019. I'm gonna stick to it. I was wrong, so I'm gonna own up to it. I ain't gonna
hey, you might be half wrong because they might bring out that smaller Xbox this year.
We talking about the PS5. See, that's what he talking about when you come in on a conversation.
You definitely fucked up about that because that shit ain't coming out no 19, nigga. You crazy.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's coming out 2020, but the game that's going to launch with is going to be a huge title that's going to be a cross-platform generation where you can get it on the PS4 and you'll be able to get it on the PS5. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be mid of next year. I think they're going to do something like Nintendo did, where Nintendo revealed the Switch, and then 6 months later they dropped the Switch.
Yeah, because remember, Zelda was originally supposed to come out for the Wii U, but they see the Wii U sales was tanking, so they said, "Fuck that, let's break it out on the."
Yeah,
Switch.
and the way they did, they like stealth dropped the Switch. It was like they announced the Switch. They didn't tell a price or nothing. 6 months later, it was for sale.
No, they said a price. They said it was going to be $300 at launch. It was going to be launching March of 2017.
Yeah, and then they dropped it 6 months later, which was March of 2017. Zelda was the Wii U swan song, and it was the Switch's game.
And you know what? I still haven't in my life seen a game sell like that where they sell more copies than the fucking actual consoles are out there. I've never seen a game sell like that before.
Well, they didn't expect the Switch to take off the way it did, and then there was a worldwide shortage of it.
Hey, I called it. Oh, that's what else I was right about.
Like what happened with the original Wii,
you just reminded me what else I was right about. No. I told y'all. Hold on. No. I told you, and I still get flack for this today. I told y'all that what is that shit called? The that Nintendo cardboard shit. The cardboard shit. I called that shit being successful.
Wait a minute. Call about the cardboard.
Are we doing one tomorrow too? Are we doing a podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
What did you call on the cardboard?
You said the cardboard. I was like, we doing two? We doing two?
No, he wouldn't. Google Stadia ain't that important, my nigga. But yes, nigga, I called the Labo being successful. Motherfuckers was telling me I was dumb and stupid. This cardboard and never gonna be successful. It was a best-selling item that month, my nigga. And I think that was the same month that some other game came out. I forgot what it was. I think it beat Detroit or some shit, whatever month it came out. But I called that shit.
Even if you called that, bro, that right there,
I can't help.
Me, that was like one of the crazy. That's worse than the Stadia, bro. For real. If the motherfucker was crazy enough to buy that cardboard shit, man, I don't, man, that shit crazy.
Wait a minute, you gotta remember who put it out. Nintendo. Nintendo don't march to any drummer. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. Facts. When it came out, I was sitting there like, only Nintendo would come out to sell fucking cardboard.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And also have popularity behind it on top of that.
Exactly. Nintendo will come out with the like when they announced the Switch and they were going back to cartridge-based systems. I was sitting there like, holy shit. I didn't think they were ever going to do that shit.
Well, they low-key had to because they wanted to be portable. It's going to take too much battery life to spin a disc. You know
but what I'm really liking about the cartridges, I'm hoping they do what they did with the 3DS and the DS. So that the cartridge for the Switch or the next whatever they come out with will be backwards compatible.
I'll probably use
the little plus.
You know what I think? I think Nintendo was with those cartridges. I think they was waiting for the technology as far as the memory. because now you can cram way more memory in those little cartridges now. I'm surprised they can get that shit in there. Like,
I mean, they got terabyte memory chips now, right?
I think they do.
They're coming out with a terabyte SD card.
SD card. So yeah, it's getting easier and easier to make this kind of type of things.
And
you can get a half a terabyte for like next to $40 online.
Right.
Yeah.
SD card been in Asia for like 20 years and shit.
Yeah, real shit.
And I think the Switch is designed to take up to a 2 terabyte. I think, if they ever come out with one.
I'm curious to know what the remodel of the actual Switch is going to look like.
Oh, is that rumor still saying they still coming out with that this year?
It's probably going to have a little more RAM and a stronger GPU, probably.
There's different rumors going around because the president said that they're not announcing anything at E3
any new hardware
Switch for hardware wise.
No, they'll definitely do that on their own terms when they're ready to do it for sure.
I have a crazy theory about that. I've been saying that instead of upgrading the Switch itself, because the Switch is okay portably, it's when you dock it where you're having the issues with like frame rates and stuff. I said, what if they came out with an upgraded dock that acts
that'd be
like
the best thing.
You see what I mean? Where you can just
or use the stronger tablet.
No. Fucking tablets being stronger. Just come out with a better dock. Like
when you're docking it at home.
Yeah, people are happy with the way you can travel with it now, and how people who handheld game understand that's the most powerful handheld ever release. So they're happy with it. But if the people who are complaining about power are the console niggas, just come out with a dock that makes it more powerful, and then nobody has to spend too much money to be at the same level as everybody else.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, didn't NVIDIA do their GPU?
Yep, it's an Integra tablet.
Yeah, that's why it got hacked already.
And they're hinting at that they're coming out with a new chipset for the Switch. They've been hinting at that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, the only thing that pisses me off about Nintendo is the fucking memory they put in that shit. That shit I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, they can at least do something about the memory. What the fuck is going on? Nintendo?
I'm cool with the memory.
I can't. Because you can barely have 2 games. You can put 2 or 3 games on there, and that's it.
That's all you need.
I just purchased.
That's all you need.
And the good thing about the SD cards is you can use more than one SD card. Like right now, I'm having a huge issue with my Warframe game on the Switch because it's like 20 gigs, and I want to get DC Universe Online this summer, so I might have to move those 2 games to a dedicated SD card.
DCUO is on the DCUO is on the Switch.
Yeah, I got announced. I got announced with the Switch. Yeah.
This summer.
The Switch the Switch is catching up to the consoles right now, bro. They released more games than any console did in a year in history, my nigga. Relax.
This is their year, man. They can take this year. They can lock this year down.
Well,
they got a lot of good games coming out this year.
Well, I was looking at last E3, and last E3 they mentioned 35 games last E3. Out of those 35 games, 32 of them have already released between E3 of last year and right now.
This year is a real special year for them because I think like the games that they got coming out this year is more focused towards hardcore gamers. I think that's gonna get a lot of people. Well, I already got a Switch, but they'll get people like me to buy the Switch with the
because they got Doom Eternal coming. If you like those type of games, they got Wolfenstein, the next Wolfenstein, Youngblood. Oh yeah, it is.
They got Astro Chain.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
god. Yeah. Astro Chain looks pretty fucking ill, man.
Did you guys hear the rumor that there's supposed to be a demo of it?
Is it? Don't say that. Please don't do that. Don't do that.
I want to see Bayonetta 3 so bad.
I want to see F-Zero. I want them to announce a new Metroid and F-Zero. I know it ain't gonna happen.
Well, the Metroid, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people are disappointed about the Metroid, but the way I'm looking at it is they did not want to release a bullshit game. So they took it from the developers who were doing it. gave it to Retro Studios so they could do it. They were not going to release a bullshit Metroid when
who did they have working on that game?
And remember, it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago too, as well, when Other M had all that negative backlash, man, when somebody else fucking made a Metroid game. So,
do y'all know who was working on that game? Do y'all know which studio was working on it?
I have no
Isn't
idea.
it Retro Studios is working on it? I thought Retro Studios.
No, I'm talking about the one that was working on the first one.
I don't know.
Oh.
All I know is I think it was somebody internal in Nintendo. I think.
Yeah, because I'm glad that they did that. But that's all.
Bayonetta 3 better be showing off this year. Bayonetta 3 better be there. Fucking direct
Platinum
conference.
is who's doing Bayonetta 3.
Yep.
And Platinum did Astral Chain, so I think Bayonetta 3 might get, because their year is so packed this year. I think it's getting pushed to next year.
Oh no, without a shadow of a doubt, I just want to see it. That's all I care about. I just want to see it.
I
just see some gameplay.
Hell yeah, I need to see my fucking gorgeous Bayonetta. What the fuck you mean, bro?
Yeah, Nintendo. This their year. They got a little good game. You know what? I never played Fatal. Did you ever play the first what's that Zelda game coming out?
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
Not Breath of the Wild. Link's Awakening. Did you play the first one? Did anybody play the first one?
Nuh-uh.
I'm not a huge Zelda fan.
What?
Oh shit.
I'm a Nintendo fan, but I'm not.
I'm more of an old school Zelda fan myself. Not really so much of the new stuff.
Last Zelda I played was the one on the Wii. I think it was Twilight Princess.
Man, Breath of the Wild was a good. It was a great game. Fuck, good game.
I heard a lot of good things about it, but there's a lot of things about it that kind of.
I'm over here talking and shit. I'm over here talking shit to y'all niggas, and my mic all muted and shit. I'm like, oh goddamn. Talking all type of shit. Y'all some rookies, nigga. Link's Awakening is tight, nigga. It's an old school game.
Yeah,
I believe.
Play that.
Oh
no! I'm not saying anything bad about the game.
It's just that I'm not a huge.
I wouldn't dare talk shit about Zelda.
No, not Zelda. That's like talking about. That's like talking shit about like Gears, even though Gears is whack in comparison.
Hey.
Yeah,
What's up, Rex, nigga? Oh, lady ass Asian.
What's up?
What's up, Lasian?
I mean,
Lasian. The fuck?
All right, what you think about that Stadia shit, my nigga? What's your symphosis on it?
I mean, shit. It seems like a lot of shit. It seems like there's a lot of steps to it. You know what I mean? You gotta get the service. You gotta buy the shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like this.
Did you hear it'll take up?
My main thing is, I almost feel like Stadia would be actually good to partner up with Xbox to do that.
Hey, did you hear it'll take up a 65 hours to take up a terabyte of space?
Yeah, no, terabyte of memory. I mean, data from like if you got data caps, it's gonna destroy you.
Yeah, that's my data cap right there, that's my whole month data cap in a few days.
I don't have data caps here, but they might just fucking throw it on me if I have like too much. I mean,
that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to talk about earlier. I was going to ask y'all, what about net neutrality, my nigga? What happens when they really start boosting that shit up, my nigga?
It'll be worse.
Way worse, bro.
When they dropped net neutrality, I was like, but here was my thought, my personal thoughts. I was like, oh shit, we gamers about to get fucked.
About to get fucked over. YouTube, people who watch YouTube, people who watch Netflix, all that shit, everything on online streaming is about to be on some extra shit now.
Hey man, the day that shit come out, I guarantee you, bro, motherfucker, them investors at Google like, ooh, what the fuck?
I caught bits and pieces of the show. I didn't watch the whole thing because
you didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss much.
I caught the important stuff. I caught the price. I caught how it's gonna perform and shit. And the thing with me is like, there's nothing worse than like a frame drop in the middle of a game, and there's no way you can stop that shit. Your internet's not consistent. You don't run at like 30 meg per second all the damn time. You know what I mean? Even if you have that speed, like your internet will fluctuate. There's no way it'll stay steady. So when it fluctuates, what happens? Does it? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna dance on you? Like all of a sudden you like it freeze up on you for like 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, I don't know, man. That seems like too much control that's out of my hands, and I don't like that.
True.
I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, is it gonna have mass market appeal? I don't know. There's way too many steps. You feel me? Like that's way too many steps for like a casual consumer. A casual consumer would actually get turned on more by a regular ass console than that, because that's you gotta get the service and then you gotta buy games if you have this service. If you don't have this, you know what I mean? It's like Jesus Christ, let's play a goddamn game. It's a console that would be a lot more simple. You just buy the goddamn console and get a game. You know what I mean? Like the market is used to that. Introducing something new should be simple, and I don't think that's very simple.
Hey man, I'm just wondering when they were sitting in that office and they were sitting in that meeting and they was like, "Hey man, let's get in the game." And you trying to tell me that nobody say, "Well, don't y'all think we should start off with a console first? Let's at least start off with a console first. Then let's go step into that other shit."
Well, why would you want to work out and get 6-pack abs when you can take this pill where they'll magically take it away from you? Like, why, you know what I'm saying? Why would you go into the game doing all the shit that these other motherfuckers been doing, trying to like grind it out just like these other companies been doing for the last 30, 40 fucking years? Why don't we just come in right at the time where some new shit and we try to change the game? Even though we haven't played the game yet, we try to change it. I mean, Google have never played the game, but they want to change it already.
They're gonna change the game, all right.
No, but it's like do you remember? I don't know if you guys ever saw V for Vendetta, but you know how they had the whole panel of people and that one guy was in there and he was going against what everybody else was saying. There had to be at least one guy in that room who was that guy saying maybe we should do the consoles. I don't think we should go straight to streaming. And everybody just vetoed him down. It had to be at least one.
Lord have mercy, man, because didn't nobody in that room like who is in there? Like, couldn't nobody say, well, hey, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony, they're not big into that right now. Like, why are we going? They just went full throttle. Like, I just don't understand that business tactic. They just went full throttle. They spent all that money on all that infrastructure, man. Like, oh god.
They went full throttle like the Titanic about to hit an iceberg. Is that what you're saying?
I was listening to y'all on the drive home and shit, and I mean that theory, bro. That's a doozy. I ain't going front. That's a doozy. Cell phone, like maybe like you're onto something as far as no. I'm gonna be real. Like maybe he is onto something as far as like mobile devices in general. Maybe they're like Sony's trying to get back into the game with Vio and all that other shit. Maybe I don't know. You know, I mean, there's no facts that you could say that would disregard what he's saying. I'm just saying that I'm saying somebody's right though. It's either a hell of a W or hell of a L, bro.
You're the only motherfucker that's right there with him. But like we said, we'll bend the knee if he's right.
I'm saying no, and I'm saying like there's nothing that he's saying that is factually incorrect to support his statement. You feel me?
It's not factually, but anybody can come up with a theory on something. Anybody can come up with
it's appropriate to what we think, but at the same time to make the leap into saying, all right, so because of that, they partnering up to do cell phone / mobile device. That's a hell of a leap. I can see it happening. It's just, you know, I'm gonna need more news before I co-sign that.
It's highly improbable.
Right. But it's not impossible. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? There is a chance for that. That's a major W too, if that's the case. You're right though. That's a major W.
But you got to also look at it like this: nobody expected Sony and Microsoft to pair up.
True.
Nobody.
And no one expected Apple to come into the game and change the cell phone game forever.
Exactly.
So you never know.
I mean, like I said, I've always said I expected Nintendo to pair up with somebody for streaming because they don't have that infrastructure at all. They've been nothing but a video game company and a toy company. Right. They don't have the infrastructure.
Let me come out with this theory. Nintendo, I think they're gonna make a phone too. And what y'all think about that?
They were rumoring it. They were rumoring it, but it never came to pass.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling with this, whatever that was.
The thing with me is I'm not saying that streaming would never work, because in the future, maybe one day when the internet's so fucking strong where it's so seamless, you don't even think about it. It's just always around you. I can see that happening, but as of right now, I just don't see it. I think they're just forcing that future on us before it's even ready. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's here yet, and they're doing it too quickly. And the worst part is, if they fail now, in the future, once it is capable of doing it, it's actually hard to introduce it again. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, oh, you remember this bullshit? And went through this 10 years ago, and 10, 15 years ago. We went through this shit.
Or the kids who now are trying it and it failed with them. By the time they hit their 40s and 50s, they're like, oh no, I got burnt by that 30 years ago.
What's that? And they be saying the same shit the kids during that generation, like OBJ is right now.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking that they're gonna just bust out and be like, "Hey, we got to delay it for such and such and such and such because this is just way too soon."
I feel like they're trying to get out the game quicker than Sony and Xbox could. I feel like they're trying to be the first out in this quote unquote new generation.
Just to say that they're first, though.
Well, you know how the consumers are. We're thirsty for more shit. You feel me? For new shit. So just because it's some new shit, there will be a decent amount of people that just come out and cop it, just because it's some new shit. They just like having new shit.
Right.
Come out and cop it.
It ain't nothing wrong with being new shit. I just wish it was somebody out there. You don't even have to be screaming for it, but to even talk. You know what? We never even talked about this shit until Google talked, until they said they was gonna do it. I've never heard a gaming show even talk anything related to any type of gaming like that until Google came out. I just wish they would have looked at that. It seemed like they said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do it like this." And that's it. We're not going to look any other way. We're going to do it straight like this. I just wish it was something out there that they seen where people like, hey, man, this is catching on. I think people might want to buy this. I just don't never remember us talking about it. I don't remember any podcast ever talking about this shit ever before.
Well, sometimes, Big Money, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes the consumer don't know what they want.
Yeah, that is true.
It's not always the case, but there's a lot of situations where the consumers don't know they wanted something until they got it. And they're like, oh, my whole life I didn't know I wanted this shit, but now I got it. I realized I wanted this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's how Vanilla Coke got hit up. And they get like everybody, Vanilla Coke, Vanilla Orange Coke. Oh God! Then they taste it. Like, oh, wait a minute, it's not too bad at all.
Yeah, but
stop hating.
When they say they don't want it, and then when you present it to them, and they say it still, even when you present it to them, and they still out there saying, "No, I don't want that shit." Whoever told you I wanted this? I understand. I don't know what I want sometimes, but now that you showing it to me, I don't want it. And then I look to my side, I'll be like, "Hey, Trans, you want it?" Nope.
I mean, but that happens too. That happens too. So sometimes, like in just
they need to sell it for them, bro.
You have to take that risk. It's that gamble that you gotta take. But sometimes you hit. Sometimes people didn't know what they want because it's never existed before. So how do you know you want some shit when it never existed? Until it existed, you like, oh shit, I need that in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I think my major thing.
And my girl, an angry gamer. So we had mad at Pac-Man.
Show me a girl who isn't an angry gamer.
Because the controller's fucked up though.
No, show me a girl gamer that's not an angry gamer.
Oh my mom, for real though.
But here's my only thing with the Stadia is I think the month they're releasing it, it's going to be a shitty month. It's so much coming out. They're trying to time it before Christmas, but because like if they're targeting the console gamers and stuff, there's so much coming out in November alone for the different consoles that they're not going to if they only got enough money to buy one thing, they're not going to buy that Stadia. They're going to buy what they really, really want that's tried and true to them.
Is those games that they showed, the game you was talking about, Nobody, is that coming out the same day that it's coming out?
They're saying that they're launching with it the first wave of games, that one I was talking about. The Glint. It looks interesting. Like I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that would look really cute on the Switch. But I said, but I don't see I didn't see where certain gamers like it came right after the showing for Ghost Recon. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know who, to be honest with you, with the games that they had listed, I'm not exactly sure who they were trying to target because the Founders Pack people, they're getting Destiny 2. But from what I remember, is Destiny 2 that popular still?
Yeah, Destiny 2 is actually that popular. And plus, with that fucking free to play model going live this holiday season, yep.
Yeah, so they're giving them all the DLC and everything for Destiny 2. And then they showed Ghost Recon. And then, but when they showed like the different developers they had everybody from Bungie to Activision, a whole bunch of different developers that they're saying they're working with. It was like a page that they showed of like 30 different developers.
Wait, are looter shooter gamers borderline cell phone gamers?
Not really.
It depends on the type of looter shooter.
Like Destiny. Like the way they have their selling model, right? You buy it and then you wait and you buy some more. And you wait and you buy some more to continue in the game. But Fado just got me. Fado just hit me with what I heard Fado just say about everybody had a free to play model. That's cell phone status now. Because most of their games are free to play, but they're going to add more motherfucking microtransactions to make it better. I mean, to make it, to get that money that they would have got, without it being free to play. They want more people interacting with the game so they can be enticed or even forced in some way to buy more DLC. Kind of like Assassin's Creed and making unnecessary grind to entice you to buy some XP boosts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe they're getting us ready. They want us to become the new cell phone gamers. They want us to act like cell phone gamers and buy shit that we don't necessarily need.
I feel like that's what Anthem was. Anthem felt like a cell phone game. I mean, of course, graphically it's better and all that other shit, but it's built like a cell phone game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go to a central hub, you get your mission, you go out and you do your mission, you collect your loot and whatever, and you come back. And then if you come back to your spot and you want to upgrade some shit and you don't have enough whatever, then you can pay for it. You know what I mean? I didn't do that shit. I don't really know. Actually, I take that back. I don't know if that's true or not in Anthem because I didn't do that shit. But I'm just saying that's the type of model that a mobile game usually is, right? You go to a central hub, you get your mission, you go out, you do whatever that fucking mission is, you come back with all the loot and try to upgrade. But if you don't have enough to upgrade, you could buy some shit to upgrade. You know what I mean? That's cell phone game, right?
Yeah,
the only looter shooter that's free to play that I play right now is Warframe. But Warframe, you can basically
Warframe is done right.
They done everything free. Right. Takes a lot of grinding.
Yeah,
you can do everything free, and it takes a lot of grinding. Or if you want to purchase something, you can, but you don't have to.
Facts. They did it best. They even took out some shit that seemed like it was predatory. They were like, you know what?
Yeah,
this seems predatory, so we'll take it out.
Yeah, one guy spent like a ton of money buying something, trying to get this item. He bought it like 200 or some times or 2,000 times.
Damn.
Trying to get this one drop, and they were like, "Oh, this is not good. We're creating a monopoly or something there." And they took that whole mechanic out.
There's actually somebody did the story a while back. I forgot who it was. But this pro soccer player, right? And he plays a lot of FIFA. And the amount of money he spent, because he actually asked for that report, because in his country, you're allowed to do that. You know, how much money I spent on this motherfucking game or some shit. And it came back to like an atrocious number, like $20-something thousand or some crazy shit like that. Right? He balls hard because he's a pro, you know what I'm saying? He's a pro athlete. He's an international pro athlete. So he's straight. But can you imagine like the regular schmo? You know what I'm saying? You just don't realize how much you spend. He said he don't realize how much he spent. He didn't he wouldn't want to spend that much. He's like, I mean, I'm rich, but still, my wife ain't happy about the fact I spent this much bullshit a year on this game. Like, you know, a year, God. A year. You imagine how many years this dude been playing this game? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's one guy, he was playing FIFA 2017 and FIFA 2018, and he was in the UK, and he asked for the report, and he had spent like 10 grand between those two games, and he's sitting here like, I didn't notice that I was missing that much money. But he said, now that I know, he said, I'm not playing this game anymore. He said, I can use $10,000 for other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You fell for the
that's
FIFA
a
curse.
nice used Camry.
The FIFA curse, man.
I mean, but that's the thing. Some of these free to play games, they do nickel and dime you, but like I said, Warframe is probably about the only one that did it right. And they didn't make the grind when you're trying to grind for stuff. They didn't make the grind so atrocious that you are not.
Oh, it's only about to get worse. It's only about to get worse with the free to play model, man.
That's how they want us to think. They want us to be like, oh, it's only gonna get worse, and we low-key accept that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should be like, the old us wouldn't accept none of this shit. We wouldn't have, nigga,
free to play, the free to play model.
Shit. I don't even see people bad tweeting Microsoft no more, nigga, on their bullshit.
But here's my thing. My whole thing is I'm okay. Like in a free to play game, okay. I understand that you develop the game and stuff, and if you offer, like with Warframe, if I buy something in Warframe, hey, you gave me a free to play game, I want to support you. I don't see paying $60 for a broken ass game, and then I have to pay microtransactions on top of giving you $60 for the damn game.
Preach.
Okay. I mean, you going to release a game that's $60, and you know they're gonna probably give you some damn $30 season pass. Right. And on top of that, you gotta buy some damn microtransactions. Hold up, something's going on here. A free to play game, okay, yeah. I buy $10, I get some credits. Okay. Hey, I didn't spend $60 for that game to get them damn credits.
Right.
It says here they're calling it Destiny 2 New Light is what they're calling it. And Destiny pretty much basically it says it's called the new free to play, which will actually the core game will be called Destiny 2 New Light and will feature all year one content, including foundational modes, activities, and rewards. And it's launching the same day as the new expansion comes out, that Shadowkeep garbage shit that got announced there today.
Hey, didn't Sony just come out with a new update or something?
What, for beta tests or alpha? What the fuck it's called?
Yeah, I think it was.
Shit. Really awkward.
A demo.
Has this podcast ever been this quiet?
No.
How the fuck is that a demo on competitive?
No.
Oh no.
He didn't ate, so he got sleepy now.
Yeah, that's what.
Hey Thrash, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Are you in an ambulance?
What do you foresee for Sunday?
What's up? Say it again.
What do you foresee for Sunday?
For Sunday.
What do you mean? What am I doing for Sunday?
He's saying, what do you think is going to happen on Sunday?
Oh, E3?
Yeah.
Man, I think it's going to be a mediocre show. You know,
I forgot all about it until now.
Just like last year was. It's going to be a mediocre show. They might have 2 or 3 new games. One of them will probably be nice. The other ones will be okay or too bad. They're going to talk a whole lot about services.
Oh, they talked about they're supposed to have 14 games to announce.
No, 14. No. See, don't let them play.
Let's not go back there. Let's not go back there, please.
That's what Phil said.
No. Yeah, it's only going to be 3 that are going to be new.
Right. Like, look, you got to think about
it
like this.
For the multiplats, okay? So I see what comes out on Switch.
The way he said it is,
she tuned in to Xbox to watch the multiplat shit. That's multiplat.
He didn't say new games. He didn't say new games. He didn't say exclusive games. He said 14 first-party studio games. Right. So they could be Ori and the Blind. Well, Ori and the Blind Force ain't in first party, but they could be Gears, Halo, Forza DLC.
Expansion for games that's already
expansions, all that. That's what he's saying. Like, they're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, those games are gonna be there.
Hey, Draco.
Those are games that are there.
Yeah.
Just you watch.
And to that, what you just said, I mean, the third parties ain't got nowhere else to go, so they're gonna have a shitload of third parties going
that's
on.
not true. That's not true.
Do their own shit, man.
Where are they gonna go?
No,
where are they gonna go?
A lot of the third parties are doing their own shows. Like Square took the spot for where PlayStation would be.
And then on top of that, you got third parties that have marketing. You got third party that still have marketing deals with Sony, so they won't be there anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, but on top of that, it's more like you got games that are only on Sony. That like Final Fantasy, that's not going to be at Microsoft shit, but it would be at E3. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about how big.
On the Squares.
Yeah, they're going to be at Squares on the show. Yeah.
Third party. We shouldn't talk about anything third party.
Why? Why not?
Because y'all said don't talk about it.
Huh?
When we say that?
That's news to me.
Yeah, I never said that.
I love when people talk about third party.
Third parties are great. They fantastic. Nothing wrong with them except they garbage this generation. But they
not so much from AAA standpoint.
They get better. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. AAA ones.
Well, no, I'm not talking about third party as far as EA. Now I'm talking about third party of what third party means. Let's not talk about what third party means.
Oh no! For the love of Christ, Jesus Christ! No! Please, no!
Why? Ain't nobody even talking about that. We're just saying that third party shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
I'm just saying I'm watching Microsoft's show to see what third party games are coming out for the Switch.
We will all be watching it. I'm watching it to see exactly what they bring into the table, if they bring anything to the table.
I ain't got shit to do Sunday.
Won't they show those games during the Nintendo Treehouse or whatever?
What about you? What about you, Gambit? What do you think?
What do I think? I mean, Halo's gonna be there. I think Halo's gonna be there. Right? It has to be. I think Halo got to be there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they said that they're gonna play Halo on a computer with Anaconda.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. They're gonna run it on a PC instead of the actual Anaconda. That's right. That's not the same shit.
They always do that shit every fucking year.
That's not the same shit. That's not the same shit. That's not the same as it's running on an Anaconda.
That's not about the game that y'all think that's going to be.
No, that's what we say. We say there's going to be a decent amount of third party, and then
I'm saying we already know about Halo's going to be there. We know the Gears and them going to be there. I'm talking about the games that y'all think.
So we saying there's going to be some new IPs out there, right? There's going to be some new ones, right? They got to be. Out of those 14s, I mean, 3 or 4 maybe.
Out of the 14, 3 of them are supposed to be new IPs.
Right.
Only 3.
I want to see some more info on Battletoads.
You would.
Man, I wasn't sure.
I heard something about that Ninja Theory supposed to come out with a new game that they're supposed to announce.
Bleeding Edge.
One of the new IPs.
Bleeding Edge.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, which I think is based on their original concept, Razor, man.
No, but you see, here's the thing that I'm saying, right? Here's the thing that I'm saying about that announcement that he made. When he said first-party games, right? He didn't say exclusive. First-party games mean it's going other places. It's just first-party because they're the one that made it. You feel me? This is Microsoft shit.
Damn, do it matter if you say first-party or not?
Well, they can't say exclusive anymore because it's going to be going to PC and the stream.
Right.
They can't say exclusive.
So what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. So what I mean is when they say that, how many of those games will be available in other places, like not just PC? I'm talking about like just other places. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all to decide. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all to decide as far as
they bring that up because it's already blurred. It's already a blurred line between that. Don't nobody here. First of all, we hate talking about that situation of where these games gonna be. I think he said when he said what he said. I think it was to the best of our knowledge of what they want to do and how they want to present their games. That's the best. That's the best way you can look at it. I don't think Phil and them don't even want to discuss where these games are going because there's so much controversy when it comes to that. So why would he tell them, hey, well, this is exclusive, and
they ain't got them no more. They third party. They ain't got exclusives no more.
No, we ain't doing this.
I'm not. I didn't think about it like that. I didn't even think about it like that. Okay, they don't got exclusives no more.
The possibility of it going many places, you know. I mean, it's already going to be in different places besides from an actual Xbox. So when they say that,
if it comes to a platform that I currently own, then that's a win for me.
My other question for you: do you think they're gonna come out with a controller with you got to put batteries in it still?
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
More than
most definitely, yeah. You know what? I want to say if they come out with a true console, that true console will need batteries.
Yeah.
It's almost as if like it's so deep into it now that it's weird to change it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's been having batteries
3
forever.
generations, man. 3 generations in a row.
The other one.
And they ain't gonna fuck up their partnership with Duracell. They ain't doing that.
I mean, come on now. I mean, even the Switch's Pro controller, I get 40 hours per charge on that minimum. They could at least come on now.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. You know how like these motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, this is the future, that's the future. You know what I mean? I say the future is what you make it.
Thank you.
Motherfuckers didn't make the future better for themselves by not saying some shit about this battery shit. Oh no, but see, if my battery run out, I'll just throw some new ones in. What do you have to do? I plug my shit in, motherfucker. I got an 18 cord.
I plug my shit in once.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You didn't make a better future for yourself with the Xbox controller. You should have said some shit about that years ago when the first time it came out and PlayStation didn't do no like batteries. You should have said something. You know what I mean? But you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying like good shit about it.
Yeah, same thing with Xbox Live.
And now that's your future. You in this now. You made this bet. So now it's actually weird for them to stop doing it.
I can see Microsoft doing
that. Man, I can't wait for Sunday, man.
I can see them doing that. It wouldn't hurt.
We are crazy. We are crazy to believe by now that still that right now Microsoft is willing to do something that will actually benefit the gamer and only the gamer and not them. It's been going on.
I'm done. I'm good.
Let's rephrase.
You think they actually have us in mind this time around?
Let's rephrase that, Thrash.
Hey, okay, I'll rephrase it. Fine.
No, let me rephrase it for you, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
We are. It's too late to think that Microsoft won't give us something that's a what the fuck moment. Whether it's for the consumer or not for the consumer, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a what the fuck moment like that. Like, okay, so they came out with the adaptive controller, which was a good idea.
Awesome idea.
But then I heard that there was a patent for a controller with Braille on it.
With who on it?
With Braille. That's for people.
Well, how the fuck you gonna play a game if you can't see?
Hey, you can always smell the. You can smell the move. I mean, I play.
That's like going to the motherfucking drive-through teller with Braille on it. I mean, that's some bullshit.
I play blindfolded. That's why.
But that's what I'm saying. They come out with something good, and then the next thing that comes out of Microsoft's mouth is what the fuck.
Exactly. They don't ever satisfy. They don't aim to satisfy. No, that's the problem. They know what it takes to make gamers happy about gaming on their system.
Well, that's my other question for you, Thrash. Do you think that they're gonna keep going the way they're going, or they're actually gonna do a 360 and actually start doing what the fuck we want them to do?
No, they're not gonna do a 360. They're gonna do a 90 to where they're gonna keep it going left. Like fucking this shit all the way up even more, my nigga.
Hey, who actually played with the Elite controller? Dyra, are you the only one that played with the Elite controller?
It sold pretty well though. The Elite controller sold better than what they thought it was.
How can you be Elite? You can't even get past Sekiro.
Oh shit!
Mike wasn't muted.
I got 2 Elite controllers.
Hey,
I love that controller.
An Elite controller does not make you a better gamer. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
It does not make you a better gamer, but I like the fact that I can set. Hold on, nigga, you asked me a question. Let me answer the fucking question. I like the fact that when I play shoot 'em games, hey man, look, man.
My girl looked up at me like.
I mean, if y'all motherfuckers want to hear this truck shit, then I'll go ahead. Fuck it, I'll wait for y'all to talk. I'm just saying, like, I like it when I play these shooter games and those extra buttons. Mm-hmm. I don't have to worry about going to hit a button to get a circle to pick something. You know what I mean? I can just hit a button and it's
nigga,
there.
You gotta worry about hitting a button. Look, my nigga, I'm a super gamer, nigga. I'm not like a regular. Y'all are Clark Kents and I'm motherfucking.
Nigga, you a white gamer. You play the same
I'm trying
game
to get y'all
all
to
the
take y'all
time.
glasses off. I'm trying to get y'all niggas to take y'all glasses off and become supermen and or women.
I've already excelled that
Hey,
part.
Thrash, I'm Thrash. The only thing I'll give you is, like, you see the big picture, then other people do. Okay, I'll give you that. But as far as being a gamer, if it ain't taking, nigga, you ain't shit.
Damn. Ouch.
You said what? Not on taking. I'm not shit if it's not taking, huh?
Damn.
All right, let's name the game.
Yeah, because you couldn't come get me in no dominoes or spades.
I beat you in dominoes, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Nigga, your girl did. Your girl did. You put your girl on the controller. Get out of here.
Nigga, me and my girl smacked on your ass.
Hey, let me ask him this last question. Dyra, do you really think that when you bought the Elite controller, do you really think that price satisfied you with how that controller is? Not for, and it don't have nothing to do how you play games. I'm talking about how that controller feels in your hand. Do you think that price was right?
Look, like I told you guys from the beginning, sometimes shit don't matter how much it costs me. If I like it, if I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels. I mean, that's why I wanted to go get this Google shit, just to see what it do. That same thing with the Elite. Now with the Elite, I actually bought the controller, and then a few days later, I didn't know, but they came out with the Elite system.
How come Xbox niggas is always, whenever we talking Xbox, we talking anything but games? Why? Jesus Christ. Go ahead. I just thought about that. Fucking controllers. And
so anyways, it all depends, bro. It depends. I don't go out, like the Elite controller with the buttons and everything that it had on it, I like it, so that's why I bought it.
Can I get Killer Instinct 2 in this bitch?
Nothing to do about making me a better gamer, because that shit don't matter.
Yeah. Hey, they talking about that shampoo. Do you think that shampoo will make it to E3? I'm just asking.
Hell yes.
It's gonna be there, and for the Xbox Fan Fest.
I think it's gonna be there, bro. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit you. Not everybody's on Twitter, bro. I think it's gonna be there, bro. They gonna show a commercial. They gonna show ads in the middle of their show. I mean, they gonna. Hey, if they show ads, that would destroy anything they do, bro. Oh wow. They gonna show ads in the middle of that show, bro. Oh my mama, they is.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they just don't go to like Nintendo. We just have a direct. They show a direct, and then we have 3 days of Treehouse showing gameplay.
Right.
Come on now.
Microsoft owns their own, place to have their thing. That's the difference between. That's why Microsoft is still doing these conferences, is because they don't got to go and pay Staples Centers for that space. Sony and Nintendo was paying for space while Microsoft didn't even have no space. They didn't even have no space last year. They didn't even have indie people had more space than them last year because they did their show at the Microsoft Theater right across the street from E3. Sony didn't don't got that. I'm telling you, man, it's all about money. Like, Sony not there because of money. Nintendo not there because of money. Microsoft is not there because of money. They just got a place that's right there next to it. Third-party games are garbage. Nigga, it is yeah, for real. Last year, Sony had a goddamn tent outside. Like, here, nigga. Here,
wait a minute. I know.
Fleas and shit. A tent in LA, downtown LA? Nigga, do you know what they were smelling? Do you know what they were smelling, nigga? That was right there by Skid Row. It was like that with the fruit. Right in.
Skid Row.
Nigga, right by Skid Row.
I think every time I drive through there, guys.
What? Yeah, man. I'm right here. What's up?
The few occasions that I do drive through Skid Row, that shit.
If you're not doing anything, Fredo, like, I was wondering, like, can you check? Because I know they said Sony they're not going to E3. Have they mentioned anything else about the other gaming shows throughout the year? Have they mentioned anything about them game shows?
All those game shows gonna shut down. Like Paris Games Week gonna shut down. Fucking Gamescom should have been shut down. Nobody even shows up to Gamescom no more. PAX barely people even show up except the nerd niggas who want to dress up like Cloud and shit. Nigga, that's only niggas who go up to that.
Hey, what's wrong with cosplay?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you got a grown ass man walking around with some Asian hair like flared out on top of their shit.
Chicks nipples,
man. But what about the grown ass man that bought 2 copies of motherfucking Spider-Man threw on the floor and threw water on that shit?
Hey, that right there was genius. All right,
that was key, nigga.
That was genius, nigga. You know that was genius. You know that made you laugh, nigga.
Hey, hell yeah! That
So
made
you
me
all
laugh
heard
like a
about who's
motherfucker.
playing fucking? You guys, I'm sure you guys heard by now that fucking who's playing Drake in the upcoming live action Uncharted.
Who? What?
Yeah, he's playing young version.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, young version. Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Nigga, mute your mic. You old backing up ass.
Oh, my bad.
What do you expect? Him playing grown Drake? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
I was gonna say at first when I saw that shit,
we ain't gonna never be satisfied, bro. I mean, fuck. Uncharted is a movie within itself. If you're not better than the game, it's gonna be hard. They couldn't even get Mario right. They didn't even got a story in it. How do you think?
I'm telling you, the reason why you haven't seen a video game movie that's almost as good as the movie, because the game will always outshine it.
Yeah,
you'll never see
Warcraft came close.
Kind of like how you'll never see a movie that's as good as the book.
Say who?
Warcraft came extremely close.
Hey, I don't know. It was the new movie. It was pretty damn.
No, it was good, but they didn't explain a lot of shit that was in the book, like the light that was in the nigga mouth and shit. They had that shit explained in the book, or how they did it. They had they ran like a baby train on a girl on the girl in the book.
You know what? Some of that stuff,
in the movie.
And you know what? Some of that stuff that they have in the movie. I mean, well, some of that stuff they have in the movie would be hard to explain in a movie, or it'd take a long time to explain that stuff. So I think that's why they cut a lot of that stuff out. They don't mention a lot of stuff that's in the movie. I don't think they don't be trying to stay true to the soul.
Fatal, you fat fuck. We're not trying to hear your Jabba the Hutt sound.
I'm sorry. My bad. I said excuse me. Shit.
I think it's
every time they do a movie, I really do think they try to stay true to source material, man. It's just that they can't put a lot of that shit in there.
The Warcraft movie to me is by far the best depiction of any video game adaptation to date. In my opinion, that movie was almost fucking accurate.
Dude, are they coming out with another one soon?
They fucking better, but I don't think they're going to, man, because it didn't really do well in the box office outside of China.
Man, that was a good ass movie.
Damn right it was.
Hey, the Ratchet and Clank movie was a good transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, man, who's seen
I'm talking about live action. Y'all talking about animation.
Have y'all seen that new show called Nosferatu?
No.
Oh my God, go see that shit.
Nigga, have you seen Dragon Slayer, nigga? That's all I need to know, nigga.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer. But this, man, ooh.
Nigga, that anime hard, nigga. You tripping.
Yo, wait for that Monster Hunter movie, man. Wait for that Monster Hunter movie.
Even Stephen King said he said this show right here is so close to the source material, man. It's ridiculous. And it's because it's hard to pull that shit off in the movie and keep people entertained. But oh my God, that shit is good. Lord have mercy, it's good, man.
Hey, Akira's my show.
Nosferatu. Yeah. Nosferatu.
Is it like Asian based or something, nigga? Like
no.
It sounds like Nosferatu. Nigga.
It's about vampires, right?
It's a vampire movie. It's a throwback black and white vampire movie. It's like one of the creepiest version of a vampire.
Oh, with that crazy looking
Dracula.
Nigga. The nigga with the he had nails and shit. You talking about that one with the black and white?
Yeah. Two fangs right in front of his fucking
Yeah, he was creepy.
Fangs didn't look like traditional vampire fangs.
Of a motherfucking like demon coming through to suck on your neck and shit. Like that shit's terrifying. You fucking slow up to your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real
shit. We gotta read the book and understand the show. Because it's not just like that though. It's not just like vampire. You really have to.
I heard dude went insane afterwards. After he played that part, he was so into the character and shit. He kind of went insane.
Hey, nigga, I don't gotta play.
They did a movie about that. You know, they did a movie about the movie, doing that about playing that role.
Yeah, fucking. What the hell was his name? Fucking. John Malkovich was in that movie. If I'm not mistaken.
Wait, is it like it's true to history as possible, or is it like a movie kind of like Ip Man?
It's kind of there. I forgot the name of it. What was the name of that?
No, but it's not true to history. I'm just saying.
That shit, but it was scary. It was scary as fuck. If dude was acting like that shit was crazy.
I don't see it, man. I'm just trying to look for that shit. and all I see is like the throwback one. I don't see the new shit.
You got it. They spell it. Damn.
See, that's what I was saying. Is it like exactly like how?
Hey, Snow Bunny.
What's up?
Here this nigga go. No, how you gonna interrupt?
Same question for you. What do you think about E3?
This motherfucker need to start hosting.
Thank you, Thrash. He's gonna have to get in that habit soon too, man.
Well, like I said, my E3 is starting Saturday with the Splatoon World Championships. They're also having a Mario Maker Invitational, so I'm gonna see what the game looks like. And the Smash World Championships is whatever for me.
I don't understand why Smash has a world championship and it's not a real fighting game.
Yo, let Nintendo have their wacky fighter, bro.
12 million in 3 weeks. Hey, what can you say?
I'm not going to hate on Smash. I know everybody. I know Smash is a gigantic follower. But
it's
a game about pushing people off the side, my nigga, like with karate and shit.
Yeah, hey, y'all, right quick. Let me say this right quick. Hey, LB, look up NOS 4A2. That's how they spell it. Not 4A2. That's how they spell it.
That's what I was saying. Is it spelled like?
Yeah, it ain't spelled like the old one. It's because really the main dude in it, that's his license plate number. The dude
is he slowly turning into it, or is he slowly turning into it?
Look, niggas, we supposed to be talking about the coming up E3, nigga.
Diver, why the fuck is you cutting niggas off? Nigga, like this is a round thing.
He right. It's not. I'll watch that shit later. My fault.
Nigga, I want to know about the Nosferatu, the dinosaur. Nigga, I mean the vampire, nigga.
But this time he's right.
Nigga,
that motherfucker said a motherfucking dinosaur.
I want to hear about the motherfucking dinosaur-mouthed vampire, nigga.
Nosferatu, he was awesome. I think I saw that one. I've seen the one with Bella Lugosi.
You friends with this nigga?
Bella Lugosi.
Yeah, Bella Lugosi. I've seen.
Yeah, she friends with that nigga. What? She can't be friends with a motherfucker? God damn, bro.
Do you have like all the Universal monster films and shit they made way back in the day?
I've seen The Mummy. My favorite one is Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, that's classic. That's pure classic.
That reminds me of
Frankenstein is another one too as well. That's fucking pure classic.
I loved when they did Mary Shelley's Frankenstein with Robert De Niro as the monster.
Yeah, Robert De Niro. Yeah.
That one was good. I own the newest vampire movie that just came out, Dracula Untold. I just haven't watched it yet.
Hey, is the other Fatal here?
The origin story of him.
Is the other Fatal here?
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Hey, what do you think about E3? What are your hopes?
I'm looking forward to the indies that's going to be shown during the PC conference and what Ubisoft and Bethesda and EA are going to show.
Yo, Sherrod, we'll have to chill and watch that PC conference together, homie.
Nigga, and the Xbox nigga trying to hype up E3. E3 this is the least hyped E3 I've ever seen in my life. Deservedly so.
I'm excited, dude.
It's the least. I didn't say.
No, you know what? I'm not trying to hype up shit. All I'm saying is that we're not going to be together tomorrow. So I'm trying to ask, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what Big Money always wants us to do, stay on topic, but he's the one getting off the motherfucker.
I ain't even doing nothing.
He like, damn. Nigga over there rolling a cigarette up. Like, nigga, I ain't even say nothing. This is the least hype I've ever seen. I mean, there's just nothing. Like
you know what? For you to say that because you a PlayStation nigga, I understand that. But everybody that I know, PlayStation niggas, they hype for E3.
No.
Everybody's hype for E3. You just are not hype because PlayStation's not there.
It's not because of that. It's not because of that. It's because Microsoft has failed us so many times that it's like, okay, we got to deal with a maybe. We got to deal with a let's hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody there. There's like nobody there. Not even EA. Nobody there.
But what I'm saying is like Microsoft and Sony just did their fucking partnership. all this shit, the tweets that are going on and everything, something big's about to happen. So how are you not excited?
Every year,
if they fuck up, Microsoft every year has been showing stupid shit. They were losing. You keep talking about last year.
Exclusive. They had 50 exclusives last year, didn't they? 50 of them though.
Look, you keep talking about a generation.
PUBG DLC.
You keep talking about a generation that they knew that they were lost. Bruh. Okay, this is a whole new generation coming up. They have to show some shit.
No, they're gonna show this generation games. They might show a little teaser trailer for the new console, and it's gonna be the highlight, not the games. No, it's gonna be we're gonna show you a teaser for the new console. That's what's supposed to be hype about E3. Like,
you know what? Me and Thread has been arguing about this thing for a minute now, and I'm gonna say the same thing like I always said. E3 is a very big pillar of our community,
and it's dead.
And bro, it's the Super Bowl of gaming. Listen, I told a motherfucker this the other day in a little video. I say, bro, look, I'm Muslim, and I wouldn't want to even see Christmas go away. What would you think is Christmas going away? Man, come on, that's our Christmas. That's our Christmas. That's our Super Bowl.
That shit is gone. Hey, it's our Christmas, but nobody going to our Christmas except the Grinch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. The Grinch is the only green man showing up.
You going off of last gen, bro.
Because it's not a part of my tradition anyway.
No, I'm going off of this gen. I'm going off of
how you going? No, you going off. Well, starting Sunday. I mean, yeah, we're still on this gen, but I'm saying that's what you want.
Yeah, like, I mean,
you're not trying to see what the new shit's gonna be.
Every E3 is waste of E3.
Let me tell you how.
Every E3 is a waste of E3 ever since they came out with the X.
Diver, I feel like I'm not hyped for E3. I'm just curious. I just want to see what happens, but I'm not hyped. It's not the same kind of. It's not kind of like the same kind of build up that you like anticipated for like a month before it showed up. I didn't know.
Like, I know what you're saying. Like you're not hyped because you know, like a game's gonna come out, kind of hype, right?
Yeah, like I didn't realize E3 was coming out until one of y'all said the last podcast.
I usually count down the days.
Oh shit, really?
I usually count down the days to E3. Now it's like, oh shit, is it this Sunday? Like
now this year, now all of a sudden this year because fucking Sony ain't here. That's why.
Yes, because Sony is the lifeblood of fucking E3. We can't. It's not nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault but Microsoft's. Microsoft used to be there, right there with him, throwing punches, right there with him.
I use
the PlayStations though.
Hey, Royal, do you think E3 is necessary?
Hold on. Let me hear what Sony. Let me hear what Snow said. What'd you say?
I said for like me and there's other people. Some of us we don't even watch PlayStation, so for us it's just whatever the PlayStation.
No, but see for y'all,
ding.
For y'all, for y'all, it should be bad too because you want that competition. You want to be able to see as many games as possible.
Hold up. Here's the thing. Right now,
she clapped her hands.
Yeah.
Nintendo is trying to come out of the shadow of the Wii U, which they're doing. Right now, they got the competition. They already know they're not the most powerful. They already know they can't compete with Sony and Microsoft. So what they're doing is bringing in the games. Yeah, okay, we want to see games and stuff, but why are we worried about Microsoft and Sony when half of those games won't even come to our console?
Exactly.
So there is no competition there with Sony and Microsoft versus with Nintendo because half of those games are not even going to come.
Wait, to be honest, I gave Nintendo the win, I think in 2016 when they showed Mario Odyssey and shit and they had Zelda and everything. They won that conference because everybody else just showed some fucking bullshit. I forgot what year it was. But then last year, all they showed was Smash Brothers. So that fucked up
oh my god,
E3.
that wasn't only you who felt like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
because there's like half of the Smash community, they want all of that. There's some loco people, okay? Right. They some loco motherfuckers. I will put it to you like that.
Microsoft is about to go up there and talk about motherfucking subscription services. Is what they gonna do. That's gonna be the predominant role.
That I want.
E3, you know what? E3 ain't never been a I'm sorry, Snow Bunny. Go ahead, sweetie.
I was saying that Microsoft has, that's what they've been pushing for a while. That's because their gamers have stated, oh, we want nothing but multiplayer games. Oh, we're okay with the subscription services.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think about it like this. Okay, yeah, Microsoft is doing all of that, but you got to think about also Microsoft has the influencers who's pumping out all this stuff to the other Microsoft fanboys and the other Microsoft fans, and they're going up to them saying, "Oh yeah, it's okay. You're doing this. So yeah, part of the blame is Microsoft, but you also have to look at the fans.
Oh yeah, the fans are dumb. I mean, we know that. I mean,
yeah,
you got live.
Thanks, Thrash.
Well, maybe it's just me, but to me, E3 has never been a competition. I thought E3 was about the celebration of fucking video games.
I always thought it was a competition. I always looked at it as
not a competition.
I never looked at it as a competition, man. I just looked at it to see what
I like to have
every shit that I wanted.
I like to have
that
fun.
puts a smile on my face.
And I would rather them compete than to be friendly. You get better games.
That's where you go wrong at, bro. If you make everything a competition. If you make every single thing they do is a competition, man, I don't think how you gonna have fun playing your game?
Microsoft.
I'm sorry, I'm with Thrash on this one.
Microsoft was Microsoft was at their best when they were competing with Sony, bro. That's when we got Gears. That's when we was getting Halos. That's when we was getting all these fucking little third-party games. They were fighting hard. Grand Theft Auto. They were putting all their money in the right spots to hype that console. Now it's just like here they can pay us for these old ass games you played in that generation.
So you think instead of letting E3 be a place where we celebrate our games, you want it to be a competition? You want it to be a race?
It's always been that way. It's always been a competition. I seen Nintendo dudes crying when they saw a corny at a time, bro. Like literal. So it's it's more than that.
It's mind about that, Thresh.
I mean, I remember like it was like it's like
don't make it a
birthday memories. No, it's birthday memories, nigga. Like when Kojima showed Metal Gear Solid 2 and how big the graphics was on that shit, blew everything out of the water with that E3, and that E3 had a grip of bomb ass shit coming from Nintendo and I think Sega. You know what I'm saying? Like not even Sega, it was just Nintendo. At that time, it was just Nintendo. So they went up and everybody has some good shit to show. But then Kojima came last and showed Metal Gear Solid 2 and blew everything out the water. Do you think Microsoft blew everything out the water?
You think he did that because of competition, though? You think he did that because of competition? Or do you think he did that because...
Sony did that because of competition. They went and they grabbed the right people to have their shit. That shit was exclusive to PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they went and they grabbed the right people to blow your fucking mind, my nigga, to beat all the competition ass.
Exactly.
And then Microsoft came and they bought Halo. You know what I'm saying? They tried to change the name of Halo, but they still bought it. And then they went and they showed that shit. Then they bought Rare, and then they brought Perfect Dark, even though it came out to be shit. At least they had something to show at E3 to come with their new console, bro. Like these motherfuckers was.
But that's not the purpose between E3 though. That's not the purpose for E3. E3 is not a place where they go to compete. No. It's a place where they bring their games so we can celebrate what we have coming in the future, bro.
You don't remember, bro. Like E3 wasn't even for us back in the day. We wouldn't hear shit about E3 until
so you trying to say it was a competition then?
Yeah, it was always who won E3. Name me the last time somebody said.
I don't remember people saying that during the 16-bit era.
Come on, guys.
The fans started that shit, man.
I don't remember like during the Genesis and Super Nintendo eras, people asking who won E3. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember no shit like that. The fans started that shit.
Nigga, you wet behind the ears. Then, nigga, you don't remember Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
I remember that campaign, but like as far as like E3 goes, and there was a competition back then. That's something that started last gen.
They used to rate E3 like reviews, my nigga. This one got a 6.9. This one got a 7.8. Nigga, they've been reviewing E3 for long.
Doing that until the fans start doing that, Trash. The fans started that competition shit off at E3, man.
All right.
I'm not saying far as the gaming scene, as far as the big three, when they go at each other, they try to do better than each other, of course. But when it comes to E3, it's the celebration of our game and what we love to do.
Nigga, mute your shit, yo.
Money. It's a celebration for us, but not for them.
Nigga, them niggas.
And I believe Digital Foundry started all this fucking console war shit.
No, it's been going on for going on as long as there've been consoles. Remember when Nintendo does? Well, Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, blast process. For them, they don't make the game for them. They make it for us.
They had like TurboGrafx 16 was even battling niggas with Box Adventure and shit like that, my nigga. Like how they had that was the first with the that was the first with the TurboGrafx was the first with 16-bit graphics and shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all kind of competition going. Everybody tried to swing at everybody, but it wasn't gamers swinging at each other. It was these companies swinging at each other, making each other better. Now it's just.
So you think they're just gonna keep fucking up?
But you're confusing that. Yeah. You're confusing that with E3. That's not where they. That's not where they come to put up their gloves and say, "Hey man, I'm about to knock your ass out." No, I don't think that's what that's.
Big money. It's all a business, man. Like you're losing. You're losing the fact that this is all business. That's what business is. It's competing. They are business competing for the same market.
Can I just ask you a simple question?
Simple
at the end of the day, is it you just not feeling it because they just not there? Like you just want them to be there, right? That's all it is. Like you fuck whatever it is.
I think
whatever reason why they not there, they not there. That's why you ain't feeling it, right?
Wait a minute, who's not there?
Is that what it is? Because it doesn't really. I mean, y'all been going back and forth about this shit for quite some time. You know what I mean? And the way I feel about it is, I don't think E3. I really don't. I think we can make another
E3 is not a place for competition. I don't think it's for competition. Right, I think E3 is a place where and you can take it. You can take it however you want. If Thrash, see, that's the thing about opinions. If that's everybody got one. If you think that E3 is a place for competition between each other, cool. I don't think it's for that. I think it's a place where they come and show us the gamers. They celebrate us and they show us what.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that us wasn't there a few years ago. They brought that shit. They brought that shit for people to look at what's coming out, what's stronger, what games are coming out.
The end result. Where was it coming to?
Why they said they didn't go, right? You remember the reason why they said they didn't go? They didn't want to do E3 anymore, right?
Who?
Sony.
They said they didn't want to do E3 anymore?
No.
They said they wanted.
You don't remember that article we went over a few months ago?
Didn't
they said just because they're not there this year
anymore?
Hold on. What'd you say, Snow?
I was saying that they were saying about they didn't want to do E3 this year because they felt that E3 had gotten away from the true beginnings of E3, which was a business move to show off their games to investors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a big difference between this year and anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, they started making money off all the people.
I didn't mean anymore. I mean at least this year. And seemingly going forward, because they didn't say about what's going on in the year.
As long as it's open to the public,
they didn't say anymore. The motherfucker went on and said that just because they're not there this year doesn't mean they won't be there again.
As long as it's open to the public,
that doesn't mean they say for sure we're gonna be there next year.
They didn't say none of that shit.
You're right. They didn't say that, but they didn't say anymore. They didn't say we want to.
No, yes, if I said I was wrong, I didn't mean to say that shit. Jesus Christ.
As long as
he's talking about King. He's talking about King.
Cause
thank you.
They're not gonna go back if it's still open. If it's still open to the public, they're not going back. Never mind.
Gambit, he was talking about King saying that, Gambit.
Hey, bro, don't try to explain it because if I try to explain it, it won't make sense. So fuck it. Let's keep going.
What else? What other topics y'all niggas got?
Thursday's so fucking weird, man. Why are we doing this shit for?
Thursdays is always fucked up. Hey, because I gotta go somewhere tomorrow, nigga. And none of y'all niggas want to host. Ass niggas. Nigga, that's why, nigga. Fuck. Yeah, true. Yeah, nigga, the fuck.
Tomorrow's my board game night. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
I just heard I get a Friday
What are you
off
playing?
for this shit. I'm good with it.
I'm
I'll be doing my podcast on Sunday though. There'll be a lot of shit to talk about on Sunday. So
Oh yeah, it will be. Nigga.
I'm good with this.
Yeah, Thrasher. What are we gonna do Sunday, nigga?
Not a damn thing, nigga. Sleep, nigga.
We're gonna have to wait till fucking Tuesday to talk about what happened at E3.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, guy. Microsoft is gonna put me to sleep. I'm gonna be too fucking tired, nigga, to get up.
You want to do a special edition on my channel? I would invite you on. You want to go on?
Yeah, fuck
yeah, for sure. I'm down.
Hey, can I come, nigga? Goddamn, nigga, get shit. I mean, I don't feel like hosting.
Shut up, Thrash.
Yeah, shut your ass up. Hey, and remember, today is Friday, so we still gotta do our theory shit.
No, we
don't.
I
ain't doing that shit. I was just playing.
All right, we can do.
All right, so then is that still out for Saturday then? Because that was supposed to be Saturday.
Hey man, I think that was real.
My girl said she'll host Friday. Nigga, don't even trip, nigga.
Oh, that'd be great.
Word. Hey, at least we don't have to have somebody argumentative hosted.
She won't be able to handle shit, man. She won't be able to handle
that shit would be crazy. She would go crazy.
Be asking too many questions.
You be dealing with this shit? Oh my god. I be dealing with these motherfucking misfits.
Hey, and the chat said that's some nerd shit. Like, you better don't worry about this nigga. He got one leg, booty. He in a wheelchair.
Video games, supposedly. How much more nerd shit do you need, Wanye?
Fucking preach, man.
She in love with this nigga. She was just gaming, nigga. She a gamer too, nigga. Well, she a baby gamer, but she a gamer. She'll smack you in Mario Kart. Relax, nigga. Taught by me.
What's her favorite game? Her favorite game is Pac-Man. Cause I heard you mention that a lot of times.
Yeah, she like Pac-Man. She like Pac-Man, but she a Mario Kart girl, nigga. She like Mario Kart shit.
I like Pac-Man just as much.
She like Pac-Man just as much, apparently. Nigga. Relax, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck, nigga. Fuck, she know what it is.
You can play that on a cell phone, apparently.
Nigga, she know who the best in Tekken is as well, nigga. Relax, nigga.
Hey, I bet you she would get like. She would be the person playing Pac-Man on like a cell phone. She's that.
Why you stupid? Netflix ain't going to E3. Netflix going to E3 to show off Gears, nigga. That's all they doing. Nigga. They showing Gears.
All right,
you can show me Gears. I'm ready for that multiplayer.
Gambit, are you gonna host? Are you gonna host live?
I'm just fucking around. Man,
he said he was just playing.
I'm just fucking around. I ain't doing that shit.
You think I'm a host of my own shit? I have my own shit for a reason, so I can talk.
What up, Almighty Thug?
If I really want to host some shit, I would host it on here. That would be some bullshit if I like host some shit.
That's cruel. That's cruel.
Hey, I know a nigga who pulled some bullshit like that before, but
I'm fucking invite my bad nigga. Like, nah, bro, I'm just playing, man.
Well, get your outros in here, cuz, so I can watch this show.
I know who that motherfucker is too.
Shit, nigga. Unless y'all got something, y'all got anything else? We got any more to be done with the topics, right? E3 gonna be garbage. Stadia is garbage. Thursdays are weird, nigga. Third party is where it's at. Man. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft is full third party. We got all this shit settled. Nah, but we got anything else or what? What else we got? We've been on for how long? 3 hours already? 2 hours?
Man. It's Friday for real.
Well, actually, let me ask this supposed question. Like how we
shit.
Right? So let's suppose that what is the benchmark that Xbox has have to hit for it to be a success, and what would it have to do to be a failure?
They need 5 new AAA games that are up there at the level of God of War, and then they need.
That's a tall order.
They got how many studios?
At God of War level,
they got 14. They got 14
Game of the Year level.
They got 14 studios. All right, 14. You know what I'm saying? 14 studio games. If they can't get 5 of them that are impressive, then that is a horrible show to me, right? 5 out of 14.
My expectations are not that high.
You're talking about the studios that they just got within the last couple of years. You want them to come out with AAA games,
you, man. If they do like 2 solid one, I'll be impressed.
Hey, I'll say this.
Well, they're supposed to have 3.
I am not worried about it.
Wait. How long did it take Kojima to show Death Stranding after he started working? It's
nigga,
only 3
that's
years old.
Kojima, nigga. That's like saying, can you walk on water like Jesus, nigga? Fuck out of here.
Hey, Thrash, you got to remember, Kojima had that game in his mind for the.
Yeah, he did.
And he had that game in his mind for a long time, bro.
So we making this engine gifted to him though.
And he did, and Microsoft can gift some motherfucking shit too. I mean, the niggas that Fable,
they probably share shit, right? It's all
they got 6 teraflops of power. Should be way easier to make a game than Kojima ever had to deal with, right? They said it when Xbox when Scorpio when X came out that it's the easiest console to make a game for. That is a quote. You know what I'm saying? So where they at? I need to see at least 5 games that's making me fucking impressed.
How long ago has it been since the X been out?
Came out 3 years.
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years now.
2 years.
I think it came out 27. No,
tell me a AAA game that came out in 2 years.
Yeah, nigga, Kojima had a trailer. I'm asking for a trailer, not a full game to come out. I'm asking for at least a trailer that be like, God damn, look at that nice shit. Nigga, Spider-Man. How long was Insomniac working on Spider-Man? How long was? Come on, bro. Like, show me some
already.
Huh?
Is that Vera
that long already? God damn.
You said what? It's 9 and what?
2 years?
Yeah, it's been since
November 7th, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Hey, you know what? I expect for them, man, two big titles.
That's it.
And the rest. Yeah,
out of 14 other studios being there, only 2. Sony had 4.
Thrash, why do you keep? I mean, if you're talking about trailers, I'm with you. Right. If you're talking about full-blown games, hell no.
You're talking about trailers
or whatever. I don't care.
Hey, don't come up in here correcting me, girl. Fuck you, mean.
Hey, how you doing?
Hold on. First of all,
what's up, Tron?
Tron? Let's show some love to old Tron. Can we get Tron in so she can talk about it just
Tron knows I love her.
Hey, Tron, what do you think about? Yeah, I forgot what the first one was. The Stadia. What were you talking about? The first topic, Thrash? What was the first topic?
The Stadia.
Oh, the Stadia.
Oh God.
Are you Stadia away from this shit?
What about Stadia? Oh, how I feel about Stadia?
Yeah. How you feel about Stadia?
Well, as far as I know, I just been looking at a lot of the links about Stadia more than actually watching it. So I'm sitting here like, so what's the point of watching it? They're already talking about it in their articles.
Hey, do you still feel like taking though?
Nigga, let her get her shit out.
I'm hungry.
Let her get her intro. Damn, nigga, goddamn.
That need my intro? Nah, I don't know about the intro.
No,
I'm not gonna worry about the intro. I just woke up, man.
I hear it. You got that man voice right now.
You woke up at 9 o'clock?
I thought you just got off work.
Damn, Thrash.
Wait, you wake up at 9 o'clock.
I took a nap, overslept.
Oh, I'm about to say, I mean, that's life right there. I woke up at 9.
That's like California shit. You take naps.
Y'all take naps out there?
Hey, go to the homie house. This nigga go to the homie house. This nigga like 32 years old. Nigga knock on the door. His wife answers the phone like, oh, he's taking.
I do take money. I hibernate.
Like, nigga nap.
Yeah, I take afternoon naps. I take it early in the day. I don't take it like that late.
I take mine as soon as I get home. Let's get a podcast.
My nigga come here and slap the shit out of her. You see me taking a nap.
I take
one of the most fucking amazing things you can do.
Go ahead, Tron. What's your thoughts on the Google Stadia shit?
I think like I said, I did mention, I talked to Phil about this and said this Stadia is just, to me it's just a gimmick right now until they actually show what they're really about if someone actually tries it. You know, you gotta try it to figure out what's really going on. Because at the end of the day, that doesn't the internet wise, I keep saying it. Internet is not as good to use that type of controller that goes in the system, because we saw what happened last week. It shut down. Google shut down. Google had Google was out
Yeah,
for
fucked up
3
our
hours.
whole podcast.
So how could you actually expect people had to wait 3 hours for you to bring that back up? Might as well just go pop in your other system and play that.
Yeah.
Do you think Microsoft has something to do with them getting
no
shut down? Nicky Clay had a whole thing broadcast talking about that he thought it was them sending the Lizard Squad after that.
Lizard Squad.
Lizard Squad.
Yeah, you guys don't watch Lincoln's show, nigga. That nigga was talking about that Microsoft, like that's his what he thinks. He's not that it happened, but he thinks that since this was supposed to be their big thing coming out, that right before they come out with their speech about this shit, all of a sudden they shut down. And he thinks that Microsoft sent the Lizard Squad or a company like the Lizard Squad to shut them down.
Oh, you talking about the hackers?
The Lizard Squad got locked up.
The hackers.
The Lizard Squad
They're in jail right now. Those guys are in jail.
Where did he get that room from? Did he say where he got that room from?
That man's got locked the fuck up, homie. Man, what's the conspiracy theory of the day? Nigga, our printers being purposely outdated on purpose with the ink cards. What we on, niggas? Nah, y'all niggas ain't got no good conspiracy. Hey, Snow, you know you ain't got no
pro-lifer. So I was teasing a pro-lifer earlier. So
oh god,
a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
they're all about conspiracy though.
We are being secretly tested with chemical warfare because of how many damn idiots are out here in the world and the stupid ass shit they're doing.
So like chemtrail?
Hey, like I said, have you ever watched the Darwin Awards? Or read about the Darwin Awards? Those are awards. Those are awards given to people who die in extremely stupid ways.
Nice.
Really?
Wine taking over. Wait, so you think they're doing chemical warfare to do what? Like, what are they doing?
They're testing us to see we're their guinea pigs.
Oh, they're testing to see if we can handle the
yeah, because I mean, some shit is some of the stupidest shit some of these people are doing. I look at my job every day and people coming in there and I'm like, how the hell did you survive to live this old?
Hey, for real.
So you're just mad at people at your job?
No, this is everywhere I'm seeing people. Okay,
I hope you don't tell people that in their face, nobody.
I mean, it's not like only my job. You read about stupid shit on the internet all the time. People are doing, and you just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Like this retard who's getting famous for jumping on barbed wire and stuff.
Nah.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, that motherfucker blew up, didn't he?
I mean, come on now.
Hey, Fatal, you need to do some shit like that. Do a belly flop on some barbed wire.
This is what the juggalettes.
Yeah, I'll get right on that there, Diver.
I knew the world was crazy when Kim Kardashian, she got famous because somebody nutted on her back. I knew the world was crazy.
Wait, what?
Did I hear that right?
Was that Kim warfare, nigga? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's like
that was definitely chemical welfare, nigga.
Exactly. Like I said, man, some shit that you hear about, like some guy died because he decided to put rocket fuel in his fucking car.
Wow.
I mean, sometimes you deserve that.
But like I said, it's just that's my conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Anyway, what happened to the guy who put rocket fuel in his car? What happened?
Oh, they couldn't stop the car and it crashed into a mountain and died.
Whoops. Car was going too fast for him.
Yeah.
That's so fast.
So in other words, the rocket fuel worked. It's just that it went too fast and he couldn't stop. So he needed to upgrade his brake system.
Well, it sounds more like
don't put work. Never put rocket fuel in your car. That's just.
It sounds more like it burned everything and short circuit everything out. You just sitting in a car that's just rolling at that point.
Hey man, like I said, there's.
You know, my conspiracy is, I really think, and all hearts of hearts,
it's a conspiracy.
Is I really think motherfucking Thrash is an alien, nigga. I think Thrash is an alien. I swear to God, I do.
Why I gotta be all that, nigga? You the Mexican?
Because, nigga, I mean, because you always looking at bigger. You always see things that people don't see. You always see the ship, so it's like they coming back to pick your ass up or to check on you, see how you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always run into some shit. So you gotta be.
Nigga, it's because Nostradamus blessed me, nigga. Unless Nostradamus is an alien, that nigga did have an afro. So
he did.
He could have been holding one of those them alien nuggets. You know them alien, they got the big ass nugget shaped head, like a real chicken nugget.
Grays?
Yeah, the grays or the blues. Then them motherfuckers got nuggets, nigga. Like you can hide that shit easy with an afro.
Dude, like when you know what had me, the one thing that you said that had me looking up at the sky all the time, when you were saying with that motherfucker that said the bad ones live over there.
Hey, what would you call a gray? It was, what would you call a gray? It was a really, really, really dark gray.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Light skinned.
Light skinned.
I know the species is generally called the Greys.
Species? Did you just call Greys a species, nigga?
No,
species.
Thrash. Thrash. What star? What star was it that nigga looked at and said that the bad ones live over there? What star was that?
It was by Orion's Belt. Whatever, I forgot. I don't know what the star was.
That's a whole system of shit.
Well, no, well, you got Orion, the whole shit, but the belt is like real popular and shit. It's like
I'm saying, but how many?
It's like 3 stars, isn't it? Orion's belt, like 3 or 4 stars.
It's like 3 stars, but one's higher than the rest of them, a little bit higher. If you look at it, in dimmer.
So it's like one of those stars.
He said the one that go up a little bit, the one that's a little bit higher is where the bad one's at. Yeah.
I mean, damn, that's
where you from, nigga.
Nah, nnever, nigga. I ain't bad again. That's where Phil Spencer fucking ass is from. He got some kind of spell on you, nigga.
Like, how far is that?
Nigga, where Koshima from? Because that nigga got a brain like a motherfucker.
That's the time travel or some shit. How far is that star from us?
I don't know.
How the fuck they get here?
Nigga, I mean that's the thing about like the unknown. Like that's like a magic trick, nigga. Like what somebody told me, nigga, the reason why shit like aliens and shit look like magic to us is because we don't understand it. It's like a magic trick. It looks like magic until you understand how that trick is done.
No, I feel you. No, I'm feel you. That's what I'm saying. That's that gap in knowledge that we don't have. Like,
yeah, we whack as fuck.
How the fuck do you get here if you that far? Like we not. I mean, of course, if you are capable of that, then we fucked. If they feel like fucking with us, we fucked.
Yeah,
real time travel, because there's no way you could travel that fast without. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you like your whole species live and die on the ship over and over to get to us, that'd be insane. Or like go into like containment or some shit and wake up. Like that's just too much shit. And the amount of years it would take for them motherfuckers to get here in like conventional type of travel. You know what I mean? So they have to like know some shit or some advanced type of shit. If they're capable of that shit, we ain't. I mean, what we gonna do?
I think it's that they solved. I think they solved the mystery of gravity. Once we solve that, we'll be able to travel any goddamn where.
Right, but the problem is they know how to do that before us.
Yeah, they probably been here longer than us. I heard it's a theory. It's a theory that scientists talk about. Like if it is aliens, it's like a set of aliens going around killing other motherfucking species and shit. It's blowing whole Earths up because as far as they can go. And it's making it.
So in other words, they're part of Thanos groups.
No, like think about it like the dinosaurs, right? Like the dinosaurs went extinct. The only reason we know about the dinosaurs is because the bones got dug up. So,
but that seems so unnecessary, though. Why would you do such a thing?
Because dinosaurs wasn't going nowhere. They was dumb as fuck. They found their peak, start all over. Now we the next level on them niggas. We up on their asses. We smarter, but now we got Trump in office, and now we didn't fucking reach our peak. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying we got niggas like that in our shit. He's still there. The nigga is still there, even though he broke all these laws. He is still there.
Somebody came into my office today screaming about Trump, and they were like, "I don't know why somebody ain't kill him yet." I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah.
No, but that's that goes along with my theory. No fucked up presidents ever get assassinated. Only the cool ass ones, at least seemingly so, get murdered.
Yeah, real
Well,
shit.
the one, well,
I don't see anything cool about JFK started Vietnam.
No, he put us on a movie. He was like good with black people and shit, nigga. He
not really. He spied on MLK.
JFK did not start Vietnam.
Hey, and who started Vietnam was the fucking French. We went to go help them, and then when we got there, they took off.
There's a popular theory going around that JFK was
like
killed because of the Illuminati theory.
The Illuminati theory.
Yeah, he was mentioning, like, you know how they say there's a group of super high rich people that secretly control everything behind the scenes, the Illuminati. There's a theory going around that JFK was talking about them in a speech.
And they
was talking about, that's
the famous speech, actually, the most famous of all speech that he made. Not of all speech, but his speeches anyway.
Right. I was gonna say that. More famous than Lincoln.
I bet you it's still on YouTube. I bet you that speech is still on YouTube.
More than likely, more likely it is.
That's a public, that's a public thing, right?
Historical
speech.
You should probably read it anywhere, but they said that he mentioned the Illuminati in that, but not by name, but just talked about a group of people, and I think he was talking about trying to eliminate or something of them, and there's a theory that they killed him because of that.
I think they killed him because he took us away from the Federal Reserve and gave the Treasury the right to once again make currency. Like if you see like those old JFK bills with the red lining or the red ink on them, those are Treasury notes, actual Treasury notes that are backed by gold, and not backed by debt as our current dollar is. Like if you look at our current dollar, those are Federal Reserve notes,
right?
But those JFK dollars, those are actual Treasury bills.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Nowadays, your money right now is not backed by gold. It's just they just print the shit.
Well, that's why all these wars, if you look at it, it's with the countries that have the most gold. You know what I mean? When the motherfuckers start to put gold as their main currency, that's what look who we have a fight with.
Yeah, that's why they killed Gaddafi, because he was gonna put Africa on the gold standard and start the United States of Africa, like somehow the European Union got. And their currency was going to be backed by gold, silver, and other precious metal. And since Africa has more currency, has more resources than any other continent, it would have destroyed our economy.
And unfortunately, China's coming for that shit.
Nigga, that would have been Wakanda for real, cuz.
Yep.
China in there helping them motherfuckers. China's coming for that shit.
No, China, they're not helping. They're exploiting them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, them motherfuckers.
China good at that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, me they is.
That motherfucker's resourceful as fuck.
And they wishing that the motherfucker would intervene.
What about you, Fado nigga? What's your shit? You old quiet ass white boy. What's your thoughts on this shit thing? On conspiracy. You ain't got no conspiracy theories out there in Canada, nigga?
No.
No maple syrup conspiracies or nothing, nigga. I heard.
I'm not saying fucking God, they're not fucking my maple syrup, dude. So help me Christ.
All right.
They got the Yeti out that motherfucker.
Then I'll be starting World War III.
Speaking of Yetis, do y'all believe in certain ones that exist?
Nah, I can't do
one
it.
One thing I say is I don't believe the Loch Ness exists. I don't. Think
no, me neither. No, I never seen another reenactment of that.
No, Loch Ness.
I believe that it once existed, but it's since died out, and they just haven't found the remains in the sediment.
Well,
I think it would have floated to the top of the river.
For it to exist, it has to have at least a whole colony of these motherfuckers. And if they're reptiles, they have to come up to breathe. Like
a remnant of the dinosaurs, like alligators and crocodiles were here when dinosaurs were here. I think it was a remnant that's gone extinct since then.
Right. Is that what the ones that people think?
No, that's just special.
Imaginations and shit from like tales they used to hear from motherfuckers that used to live in that shit, maybe. But like as far as the ones that people know of in modern day, that's not real. I don't think that is. because you would have seen more than just one. Like it has to be at least a colony of these motherfuckers. Otherwise, how can just one motherfucker just survive in there? That just be like how long does this thing live? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, real,
I mean, around for like 200 years, you don't die, motherfucker. Like ever. Like
well, look at
every species dies sooner or later. Goddamn, even a turtle would die after like 100 years.
I mean, yeah, like I think the oldest one just died, and it was like 150 or something.
Yeah, I mean, it still has a limit to it. Like
poor
you talking
turtle.
about this thing lived for hundreds and hundreds of years, and people just see the same one over and over. It has to be at least a solid colony so they can keep on reproducing and stuff. But if they're reptiles, they breathe. They breathe air. They don't swim like fishes. They have to come up for air.
Right.
And you don't need to. And you don't need for them to come like they have their whole head pop up like how they take pictures of it. Like a real predator would like just put his head up like right how an alligator would, right? Like just right there so they can see what's going on, but they don't want you to see them. Why would they pop their whole head up just to, you know what I'm saying? Let you just see them.
Hey, it could have been yawning. It could have been yawning, nigga. It was probably yawning.
I guess.
It could have been yawning.
But hey, and motherfucking turtles, nigga, they 500 years old plus.
That behavior more often, you would see more of those out there, right? You would see more of those out there. If motherfuckers come up for air like that, they just come out yawning like that, like it's
Turtles live up to what 500 or more.
No, like the longest living one. We just said like 150, bro. Like that was the longest one.
That was it.
That's in captivity. And usually
hundreds of years.
Because they live good.
I thought I saw one that was like they said it was like 400 something years old.
But there's also the flip side of it. Because the oceans are one of the
you cannot say that word
things. Okay, one of the least known areas. They don't know how long some animals live because they have free range.
Oh no, I believe you on that. The ocean's a different story than the Loch Ness. The Loch Ness is a locked lake. You know what I mean?
But you know how some bodies of water can be connected. We don't know how, if there is a way that body of water is connected somewhere else.
They did research that. They did radar, like they post radar, like how a dolphin would, but they do it like in a mass movement over with a ship. So they map the whole seafloor, and there's no gap in between for them to have that. That's the reason I'm saying if there was I was like, oh, for sure it's real. It gotta be real. This is probably like a spot for a nursery, but it's not. Like I read that shit. I'm like, like I read up on it because when I was a kid, that's the shit I was into more than aliens and all this other shit. You know what I mean? I was like, these things. Like I feel like there's certain things in the ocean that for sure still exist that we ain't fucking with yet. We just realized the fucking giant squid is real. Like we saw some real giant squids now. Like it's real. So I mean, there's possibilities for
you think all them niggas about Bigfoot are lying?
Huh? So that's where the Kraken is.
So the Bigfoot, all the motherfuckers that say they seen Bigfoot and all that shit, you think they're lying?
Do y'all think some of these? Like I mean, it's weird that like there's always like a story of like a Bigfoot ass motherfucking all over the world and shit, right? I mean.
The Yeti.
Right, because in China they got the Yeti, right?
Right, like all over Asia they got the Yeti. But it's like,
just like the dragon. Every corner of the world, everybody. I mean, there's always a dragon. Everybody has their own thing of a dragon.
Well, here's the thing with me though. Like I speak 2 different languages and I know of 2 different type of dragons, right? Why is the Asian dragon called a dragon at all? Is what I was at. Is what I want to know.
What? Why do you say that?
Understand me? Like, all right, you have the Western dragon and the Eastern dragon, right?
They're 2 different looking animals
in a very different form. Why is it even called a dragon in the English language? It's because they don't have any other word to describe that creature besides from that's it's a scaly big motherfucker. It's a dragon, right? But it doesn't behave anything like any other type of dragons like in Western culture. Like this motherfucker fly without wings. It you know what I'm saying? It brings luck instead. Like if you see that dragon is actually a good thing and shit. You know what I mean? It's like it's not even the same type of creature.
Well, what about why call Komodo dragon a Komodo dragon then?
I mean, for artistic sake, I guess. But here's the thing: I would say though, the what is it, Quetzalcoatlus in South America in the Aztec. Is it Aztec? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Aztec. It looks exactly like the Asian dragon, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah,
but it doesn't resemble any type of Western dragon. I just don't like it when they seem to blend the two. It's not the same shit. It's like completely separate type of creatures too. It's like speaking about two different things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They don't even have like any type of correlations to each other. Like the Asian dragon doesn't even breathe fire. It actually controls the weather and shit. Like this motherfucker's powerful as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, why would you need to breathe fire when you can control the weather?
Hey, what if they're actually UFOs?
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
what if they're actually UFOs, nigga? And the one you talking about is the good aliens. They actually came and actually helped you.
What if dragons are aliens, nigga, with round noses, nigga? Like you just don't know. You don't know, but they happen.
I mean, but that's also like with the South American animal that look like a dragon versus the Asian one where they're looking similar. You got to think about also how is it the Aztecs and all of the Neo-Americans down in South America, they were building pyramids that looked similar to the Egyptian pyramids.
Well, shit. Are you talking about all the way out there and how it was similar? But there was all these miles apart.
Yeah, because they're basically, and both technologies are built with stuff that to this day they cannot figure out how the Egyptians were able to build the pyramids as tall as they did with stones that weighed tons without modern day equipment. And
don't forget they had to get the stones from far away.
Exactly, and the same stuff in the same cultures. I mean, the cultures of the South American country people, they were building pyramids under the same circumstances. That's a technology that they have no idea how these prehistoric people were doing. They found ships that have been sunken for thousands of years of Egyptian pottery and things, and when they bring them up, they're perfectly preserved because of some shellac that they had treated the pottery with that we cannot recreate to this day.
Shit, the way I see it is that Africans were way smarter than the rest of the planet. And they learned from us. Now that's fucking racist, but no, the oldest body is found in Africa.
A lot of the first Africans were white though.
Nigga, who told you that? Where'd you get that fact? Why would they be white in that part of the planet, my nigga?
I'm just fucking with you. I was thinking about that. What was that one movie where that nigga was remember no, not Moses, nigga. Remember when he went to go and save his girl, Apocalypto or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Hey, and Apocalypto. Why? It was South America. And Apocalypto, why did the girl have perfectly plucked eyebrows in the wilderness, bro? Like there ain't no mirrors.
Nigga, because she got ants. Nigga, the ants plucked her. She just put honey on some stuff and they just plucked it. No, but what I was saying is, why was the fucking pharaoh white?
I mean, it's because Hollywood.
Wait a minute. No. Which time period? Because here's the thing about the ancient Egyptians. Yes, Egypt was the continent and everything was white, but they were on the Mediterranean. Alexander the Great, he conquered Egypt. And when Alexander the Great went around conquering all these places that he conquered, instead of taking them over, he left soldiers there to integrate into the people. So
this movie had mammoths. This movie had mammoths moving the rocks. You know what I mean?
He talking about this nigga is talking about mammoths. What? He talking about that caveman movie, nigga?
Nah, he went to Egypt. They took his girl, right? And you know, they remember them big ass birds. Them big ass birds eat their ass.
What? No, they was cutting out hearts, nigga. That's what you talking about?
No. Listen. Somebody got it's called like, oh, you know what, 2000 BC or no,
nigga. Yeah, based on the caveman. Yes, nigga. It was a based
no,
on
no, hold
caveman.
on, nigga. Remember.
It had a saber-tooth tiger, nigga.
And they went and found the black.
Guys.
No, but what I'm saying is,
what's up, Tron?
No shit, all of them are not real. They're fucking movies. But what I'm saying is, why did they make the main pharaoh a white dude when this was way back?
Oh, they've been whitewashing movies
because Hollywood is racist. My nigga, that's what they do. They always give white people work, nigga.
But everybody else was dark skinned though.
Oh, Hollywood's the whitest
in every movie. It's a
why,
superiority complex in movies when they do that. They want to make sure
it's called whitewashing, nigga. There's a saying for it.
Yeah, that whitewashing's been going on for decades. Like Genghis Khan was played by who was it?
In the movie,
John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne.
Yeah, but those are old ass movies. This is a newer movie, man. Like
they
you would think they wouldn't be doing shit.
That movie old as hell, nigga. You talking about, nigga?
Look at Avatar. You know, everyone was either white or Indian, and all the bad guys were dark skinned.
What was the motherfucker that played Lethal Weapon, the crazy dude?
Mel Gibson or Mel Gibson.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one that did that movie that I'm talking about.
Yeah, the man's the known anti-Semite.
We know why.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
He has a very Caucasian-looking white dude playing Jesus.
Exactly,
dude.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I know in the Book of Revelations he says his skin looks like varnished bronze.
Mel Gibson is called trouble because his girl was dating a black dude. I mean, his daughter was dating a black guy or some shit. I mean, and he was like going off calling them all kind of racial shit, my nigga. Nigga, yeah, that nigga racist. Yeah, nigga, every movie he done did in it was fucking white people. I mean, that's what he does. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nigga, be there for your people. Nigga, handle your business. But still, you know what I'm saying?
No, I was just wondering maybe if you had a theory on why. You know, was that just a racist thing, or maybe was he trying to say something by having that?
No, they wanted to pay white people for main roles, my nigga. It's just what it is. It's always what it is. It's how it is. It's sad, but it's true. It's how it is.
And no different than Tom Cruise being the last samurai.
Right? How you gonna have the whitest shortest nigga in the world be the last samurai, bro? Like,
because I can understand that movie though. That movie, he was trained.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't
go ahead.
become a samurai in a few months.
Nigga, what you just born? You just born and know how to fucking. You just born and know how to motherfucking use a sword?
No, he's the black samurai.
You trained since you was 5. That motherfucker just picked up how to dual wield in a week.
Yeah, the last samurai was based off what's his name? Yusuke, the black samurai. Right. That was real samurai.
Yasuke. Not
Yasuke. Is it Yasuke or Yusuke?
Yasuke.
Okay.
Yasuke.
Is it Nasuke?
Yeah, Yasuke.
Because I know he was Nobunaga's.
He cold as fuck.
Nobunaga was that was Nobunaga's right hand man. So
it's like, for example, the movie 21.
Hey, y'all can't be walking around knowing more history than me.
Yeah, for example, the movie 21 starring Kevin Spacey. That movie was about some Asian dudes that broke Vegas, not some white dudes.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be really real with y'all. The reason why that's the case is because, like, it's kind of like how Bruce Lee came up with the show and movie Kung Fu, but he didn't get the star in it because they always just say, "Well, you just don't know. You have to, the universal appeal."
And that's it's true.
Y'all don't know what that means.
Well, that's the case. They did that.
Y'all know what that means.
Damn. No, I don't know what that means. We need to have someone with more universal appeal.
Oh, my bad, Ron.
I was saying that's what they've been doing to Asians for a while. I mean, if any background, background Asian, they've been they cast on the side.
They cast that white guy from what was that karate? What was it called? The karate movie? I forgot what it's called. It's an old movie, but Bruce Lee was supposed to play that part.
Oh, that's what we're just talking about, Kung Fu.
Yeah, Kung Fu.
Yeah.
And they told Bruce Lee that, I mean, casting him, they don't know if he has the universal appeal to sell to audiences like that.
Even though that was a dumb lie. We know that's a lie.
Yeah, exactly. But
that was a total lie because everyone knew Bruce Lee. Who was the guy who
David Carradine.
David Carradine?
Bill.
Yeah, it was David Carradine.
That's why my old girl did the 5, whatever the fuck it's called.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Because of Kill Bill. The nigga that hung himself,
David
breaking
Carradine.
off and accidentally killed himself. Yeah, that niggas have some crazy ass hobbies, my nigga. And like, I wonder who thought of that shit. Nigga. Like, let me hang myself and jack off at the same time and see what happens. Like, nigga, well, hey, that's how he died. Nigga, I can't help that. That's they shit, man. I'm just telling the fact.
Weird sexual fetishes, okay?
I've always been fascinated by that because who thought of that shit first and who spread that around?
Man, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like somebody like, hey, I'm choking. Why am I turned on by this? Like, nigga, what the fuck? How did this happen?
Or
I don't know how that
you
happened.
like in the middle of you know, jacking off and shit, and all of a sudden you got into a situation where you was like gasping for air for whatever reason. You fell out your chair and something landed on your neck, whatever the case may be, and you was like, oh shit. I didn't know it was gonna be that. You know what I mean? How would you just stumble upon that kind of information? Apparently,
That's like smoking a blunt for the first time.
But that's like that chick in the 80s who was having something where she was using a loaded gun and shot herself and killed herself. Okay, in her vagina.
Oh shit!
Hey,
She
that
really
was
got a
recently,
blast.
Was that recently? You
I
talking
feel
about
like
That
you
was back
deserve
in
that.
the 80s.
I feel like she deserved that. Like, I mean,
I mean, that's the thing. There's been weird sexual fetishes forever. I don't know when the hell they started, but if you go through and just type in weird sexual fetishes, the shit is scary.
damn,
I don't think I'm gonna keep
thought
that
I
out of my browser history.
I don't want to type.
It made me feel
So
like
how
I'm
many times have you been on that site, Bunny?
I'm bored as fuck.
What? How many times have I been where?
He asked you how many times you've been on that site.
How did you stumble upon that website to know about this information?
Well, how I ended up finding out about this was because somebody was talking about, okay, so you know, there are people who are like overweight people. Well, some men will pay women online to watch them eat because they want to see them get fat. And it's actually called a feedy foodie.
Yeah, feederism.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I found out that that's like a fetish thing. So I was like, okay, so people like to feed fat people. And it gets quite weird. And so I was like, okay, what other type of weird fetishes are there? So I typed it in and I was like, dear God, I wish I had never did it.
There is a fetish that rich
Nobody in
people
the chat
like
better
to
say
give
shit.
money away.
So what's your fetish?
No, hell no.
I don't have none. Shit.
Everybody has a fetish.
Hell no, nigga. Fetish D, nigga. I'm about to go.
I
Nigga.
just know that there's a fetish for rich people who like to give away money. I'm still looking for them.
Exactly, me too.
That's shit.
Well said,
one of those.
We need to go hunt them down.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm about to do.
Niggas was burnt out. About to do y'all outro so I can watch the rest of this this documentary about them.
Hey man, just hit the mute button and let us have our time.
No,
nigga,
nigga, shut your ass up. Nigga,
fuck out of here. That's all you've been doing this time anyway. Just hit the mute button and go on about your business.
I'm not letting you mess up my I'm not letting you mess up my motherfucking bandwidth. Nigga, this ain't Google.
Nigga, so you do, so then you got a cap then. You cap ass nigga.
I ain't got no cap, nigga. I got Wi-Fi watching, nigga. It's stupid, nigga.
You got roommates.
Sure, okay.
Well, I am Snowbunny426. You can find me at Snowbunny426 on Twitter.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Tron.
Hey, this is Vieratron. I came here a little bit late. I already took the trash out, but it's okay. I'm actually happy.
You forgot the recycling.
Yeah, I did that too, so don't worry about it.
Fatal put a bag in there. Don't even trip.
Yeah, I did. I took that Stadia trash out for you.
Yeah, thank you so much, nigga. And that Xbox third-party garbage. Go ahead, you get your outro out there, nigga.
Can you turn this up?
Fatal.
Oh, which Fatal?
Sorry, what? Yeah, which one? Me?
One of y'all.
Either one, nigga.
All right, fuck it. Fatal here. Glad to be here as always. Fucking peace out, motherfuckers.
Thank you, sir. All
Hey,
right, Fatal.
Send it for Sunday.
Number 2, go ahead.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, Diamond. Roll Flush, Mega Rex, Asian Gambit. We
denied.
We are out. Go ahead, Fatal. Number 2.
Fatal Discord.
All right, this is Fatal Charade, the RGB elitist. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's content. Subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, well, never.
Thank you, sir. Shit, niggas. Everybody. Oh yeah. We out. Fuck ass niggas.
Again, you forgot about me, you motherfucker. I hate you,
Diver,
racist ass motherfucker. I swear to God. Oh Lord, there, Piggy Belly Cotton. I'm out. Oh Lord, there, Piggy Belly Hay.
All right, y'all niggas, man. We out of here, man. Fuck your outros, man. Let me go watch this motherfucking Netflix. See what y'all niggas do and how y'all do's it, nigga.
What are you watching it on your PlayStation?
No, I just told you when they see us, nigga. We watching the last episode, nigga. Get your shit right, nigga. Fuck, nigga. I suggest you.
I know where you are.
The foot.
But all right, y'all, we ass niggas. Fuck y'all.
I don't understand why they gotta yell, but I said, are you watching Netflix on your PlayStation though?
Yeah, nigga.
No. Oh, okay. Just want to know.
Weird ass nigga.
Oh god.
Oh god, damn it, Diver.
Yeah.